Oh. Hello, all of you wonderful, beautiful people. Today, we're embarking upon a journey. Eshin, this is Total War. Turn 10 Ultimate Crisis. Can we prevail? Now, people may say, Battlesey, doesn't Eshin have a relatively easy position? I would say probably not, because you have minor factions nearby, and you also have Zatan really close by too. And so today what we're going to be doing is embarking upon the impossible campaign situation. Although it'll be very interesting to see how we can deal with the Ultimate Crisis, we're going to be utilizing Eshin's unique abilities to very much assassinate factions. So that'll be interesting. And Zolo, love to see you. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, let's jump into it. Turn 10 Ultimate Crisis, Legendary very hard as always. So if you're new to the stream, we only ever play on the hardest difficulties at all times. So welcome everybody. Welcome. Finishing your 7th run of Baldur's Gate 3? Nice, man. Dude, I'm a big fan of Baldur's Gate 3. Turn 10, that's easy. You literally can't select it any sooner, unless you mod it. Which I have done before. The weirdest campaign I did was a turn 3, 400% Ultimate Crisis when Immortal Empire's released as Icket Claw. And it was actually really easy because the AI just didn't want to come and attack you. I just have Gelt near me. Oh, Gelt's not a problem though. He doesn't get Ultimate Crisis. I wonder if they should do more of a... And Dulthar, it's good to see you, buddy. I wonder if they should do more of a... what's the word? An Order Tide. Instead of Ultimate Crisis things. Have more positive, like, good factions doing it. Or evil factions. I miss the Chaos Invasion. Hey, Small Fry, love to see you as well, matey. I miss the Chaos Invasion, low-key. I'm not sure about you guys, but I do. I think it was, like, simplified, but it was, like, so ingrained in your campaign that you knew you'd have to deal with it, right? You knew you had to play in a certain way to deal with it. Right, Ambush is actually really useful. They could do a Witch Hunt one for the Empire. I love that idea, low-key. Love all the time options, yeah. I think they should expand the current Ultimate Crisis options we have. I don't know if I'm meant to say hello and Gelt, give me a gentle little back rub again. No sound. Is my sound just really low? My sound's just really low. Give me a second, matey. Thank you, Shirts, for the reminder, pal. I turned it down for Banlord because it was a lot louder. Wait, did it guard burn everybody? No, it didn't. I'm going to have to do this then. Let me know if that's better, lads. That should be a lot better. So, I mean, theoretically, this, like, the only problem unit that you have is the Cabra in the back here. And the good news is, you can skirmish like crazy. So yeah, the annoying units are simply the archers and these guys. The rest can be kited out. The rest can be very easily kited out. Warp Stars is actually a good spell now, isn't it? Like, if I'm not mistaken, I believe Warp Stars is actually a really, really good spell nowadays. Yeah, like decent damage. Overcast of that would be really nice. Ooh, did I use... Ah, click the wrong one. I did a classic gamer move and clicked the wrong ability. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to the game again, it seems. I'm a bit rusty. Bit on the rustier side of things. Wow, was the line of sight really that bad that I struggled to shoot there? That surprises me quite a lot. Let's keep pulling back. And allow Eshin to go for the assassinations. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I could have just done this. And continued the pressure here, allowing them to kite back. Is Warhammer 3 good now? It's an interesting question. I would say that Warhammer 3 is never particularly being too bad. But I think the game's definitely in a good spot. I'm excited to see what they continuously keep doing, though. Obviously, there's always room for improvement, and I think the new DLC that's coming out hopefully will address a lot of things. Yeah, wow, I butchered this fight, but all part of getting used to the game again. That's why I wanted to jump and throw myself right into the deep end again. Nice. This is a really good usage of the skirmish units here, because of the fact that when you get really close to lords, you will do a lot of damage to them. You will do tons and tons of damage, which is always nice. And in fairness, the composition that I have here, I'm more inclined... It really sucks that we're struggling to hit there. Let's just surround these guys now. All we gotta do is freeze these boys. Like so. Kite these guys back. And then keep getting these guys around. I think I'll use this ability because I think it's a bit too late for me to kite away with them. I don't think we're going to lose them per se, but we're going to get the we're going to get a good luncheon going on. Yeah, I feel like the mortars really struggled with terrain here, which is relatively surprising. Shoot your own men while you're in combat. True. Friendly fire is a must. Yeah, we'll very quickly get used to the attack patterns of the skirmish units because they're so insane when you do that. Just running around being a nuisance like this. Like it's similar to like Free Company Militia. Free Company Militia are very similar, like in theory, but obviously Eshin specifically does this skirmish playstyle the best. I don't believe there's anybody that remotely does it as good as they do. Let's just finish off the Sapajok Biggins. Yeah, some pretty strong units there. Not bad. Greenskins, Ogre, Malord, and Khorne. Yeah, it'll be cool to see the new updates. Yeah, I think the kills will be slightly deceptive because of the fact that we have summoned units that they will be killing. But I think very quickly, probably these guys will be replaced. Hey, Millman, good to see you. I think very, very quickly we'll see that. God, I love the shadowy dealings. Can you... Guys, does anybody know if you can shadowy dealings a... Ooh, to go food. Ooh, Verminous Valor. 45% speed. That's insane. Do I need to eat the captives here? I really don't think I do. I think if I'm not mistaken, food-wise, we should be completely fine. To get what we need to get, anyway. And typically speaking, the only thing you care about is going straight into Infiltrator. It's nice that we've gotten a lot better magic when it comes to the Eshin Sorcerers, because they used to be really bad. Hey, Landler. Also, if I'm not mistaken, I think they've increased... Wait, I can give this onto... Wow, 70... Is this a guaranteed banner? Because this banner is actually kind of cracked. Like, that's kind of crazy. Hey, General Pablo. How would one use artillery in a full skirmish army? I guess you would have to just open up opportunities with the artillery. Like, absolutely batter them as much as you can, and then just skirmish them. Because you want to, like, separate the battle into, like, phases, per se. First phase would be allowing your artillery to do as much damage, and then your artillery skirmish unit, like, your skirmish units would then support that. Is he just a sneaky slayer? He kind of is. I mean, the biggest problem you'll find with Eshin, or Snitch in general, is he can't really fight anything. Like, if you force him to fight by himself, like, especially against infantry, he really struggles. Like, he is not an infantry killer. But if you, like, allow him to be in isolation and look for fights, he's really, really good. Like, if you actually let him play towards the skirmish playstyle that he wants to, he's so strong. Like, he's a very effective assassin. Like, for example, he will struggle against, like, just killing infantry. But you can see, look at this 78 speed is so wild. I mean, against archers, he'd be completely fine, so I don't mind that. I suspect he should be completely fine there. So this is like the skirmish playstyle that I was talking about. It's just continuously keep letting them come into you. I mean, there is a threshold where you got to be a little bit careful, so that's where your summons come in handy. So it'll hold the line a little bit for us. I think what I'm going to do now is replace the mortars, pull them back a little bit. Keep pulling them back like this. Go for the stars on the side. You shoot you. Let's double up on this side. And, I mean, I honestly think one of the biggest factors to the skirmish armies is generally just, like, isolating their units as much as you physically can. Once you start isolating them, that is where you really start taking advantage in these fights. Because you'll see that I'm going to slowly keep trying to put their army and put their units in situations that I can effectively thrive against them. Because I don't want to fight. I'm not fighting fair here, right? That is not my goal. Also, I'm surprised how little damage these slingers are doing. My goal is not to fight fair. My goal is to win. So I think we're still doing an ability there, so let's pull them back now. Yeah, these guys are going to take a little bit of damage. Yeah, they definitely, like, they feel a lot more durable, Savage Orcs. Hey, Kelly, good to see you, handsome. Good day? Great day, thanks, matey. Let's let these guys skirmish. Yeah, I mean, you can see the Poison Wind Mortars just didn't really do much here. Like, I generally struggle to get their value. Like, if I am being pragmatic, I would probably say that I'm not going to need Warp Grinders, and I'm not going to want to use anything but the skirmish playstyle. Because it's one of those really strange things, right? It's sort of like if you compare dwarves and cavalry. Like, dwarves never really could take advantage of cavalry too much. Like, even in Warhammer 2, right? In Warhammer 2, you had Ogre Mercenaries. And in that scenario with Ogre Mercenaries, it was like, I can't really use these Ogre Mercenaries because it kind of is counterintuitive to what I'm trying to achieve. So, oftentimes what you'll find is, you'll have cavalry running around as dwarves, and then it's like, my entire unit's in like a bit of a box formation, holding the line, waiting for them to push into me. And I'm just like, my cavalry's in isolation and they can be punished for it. So it can get quite hard. Next campaign, I'll get an army full of chieftains. Nice. They're amazing for drilling doors down. But then again, like, in that scenario, just climb the walls, right? Stealthy boys climbing the walls. Alright, reduction of speed will be really useful, actually. Is this spell AoE? No, it doesn't have area of effect. Oh no, increased area of effect area, yeah, so it does become AoE. What's area of darkness do? Anytime you've got armor as Skaven, it's never really the vibe. It always surprises me that Veil of Shadows just doesn't do damage. It silences now, though. Interesting. That's new. Maybe it's just because it never really had the whatchamacallit on it. The symbol of silencing them on it, most likely. If I remember rightly, we got 3 cancel contracts. We do have Ashen stuff here. Grants 10 food from settlement. I'm trying to remember if it puts him on cooldown. Because what I'm going to want to do is take this and have enough food. Yes, I don't mind getting levels there. Alright, so it doesn't put him on cooldown. I should have used... yeah, good shout, Cody. I should have used Snitch there then. But I am trying to get enough food here. We're going to go into the +1. You'll see agent recovery time. Alright, much love, guys. Diamonds are forever. Let's get that. Now, here's the debate. Do I start killing the Cathayan guys at the same time? If I did do that, hypothetically, I'd want to go Warlock Master. Does silencing stop heroes and lords from activating abilities and casting? Yes, it does. If so, does it stop abilities that automatically activate? Give me an example of an ability that automatically reapplies. Remember what happened yesterday with Ghost overextend? True. But, I mean, the question is, Landlord, did I learn from my mistakes? And I would argue no. Right? Ooh, they've got the compass. Ability extends. Oh, that's a really good example. I would say that would still apply, yeah. Because that's more of a passive. I would say things like that are more of a passive, that passively functions. Whereas, let me declare war and everything. I mean, we are doing it, this is Total War, so why not, eh? I'm going to have to just play just really aggressive. And if you guys have just tuned in, it's a turn 10 crisis as well. So what we're doing is we're throwing ourselves straight to the deep end. I mean, Eshin really does have a pretty brutal position for this. Because there's so many enemies, especially with the AI changes. We'll have to see how this goes. But I can pump out really good units inside his Zingpo, but I'm going to have an army here, I think. What I'll have to do is I'll have to have this Lord with me following Snitch around, so I can actually have a way to kill infantry. And then we recruit inside of here, and probably defend it from the incoming onslaughts from this side. I think if I can sustain enough of an economy, we can potentially go both ways. Ultimate Crisis, yep, turn 10. It's an Ultimate Crisis turn 10 situation. So we know in the south, there's obviously a Vampire Minor Lord. So Sao is chilling out here, which is, I think that's expected. I think this is like choreographed. It always does that. So win 3 battles against Cathay. Oh, that's why you always want to fight Cathay, isn't it? So obviously there's we're unlikely to assassinate them here. I mean, we could attack the settlement, but... Oh, I know. I remember what I did to min-max this beforehand. I remember now. What you'd have to do to min-max this is... you would recruit in this guy. You would recruit on the secondary Lord the units. But replacing the units over to this army now won't work. So yeah, I've made a mistake from a perspective of maxing or min-maxing. But that's okay. That's quite alright. They may run from this. If they do, that's really unfortunate. No, they didn't. Okay. The additional leadership and melee defense will help. Well, the melee defense is not going to help them, but the leadership will help. Who's within the crisis now? Nice. But yeah, no, Pablo, there's a really good example. As far as Maritamican does not get silenced with that. That'd be a really interesting counterplay, though. I think, typically speaking, silence only functions on things you have to click. Whereas, like, that's just a natural passive that he should just heal. But then again, you can counter it by just not being near him, right? So there are defined counters to that, too. As long as you don't have any of your units nearby, or any of your lords or heroes, excuse me, nearby, you're completely fine. Chances the DLC's there? I've got no idea, matey. I mean, someone said that there was like a Steam database update, so there's a potential. Say it ain't so kind of situation, you know? That's not half bad damage, you know. Wow, it's only 2 Winds of Magics. That's crazy. That's, like, crazy cheap. I am a little bit worried about the cavalry, though. I do need to make sure that I'm close by to support them, though. Let me do this. I mean, the funny thing is with Eshin, the playstyle is quite literally doing what I'm doing now. Yeah, the cavalry coming through. Intercept that with Snitch. Get the boys shooting them. Okay, that's a good enough amount of kills. We have to be a little bit smarter with the movement here. Because, I mean, we will get absolutely chewed alive by this cavalry. So let's keep mobile here. That's a summon back there. I don't really mind necessarily that the throws over here are tanking. That's okay. I think what I'm going to have to do is... Yeah, this is the unfortunate thing is, with splash damage, we're getting a little screwed up about... I'm replacing this mortar, I'm not going to lie. It's not worth the money. If this mortar costs me more than like 200, I'm replacing it. They have just butchered mortars, it's crazy to me. Like, back in my day, mortars were insanely OP. But, like, is it crazy that I just don't think they're worth using? Like, is that crazy talk, guys? They just don't seem that strong. Nice, play the skirmish game. I completely forgot about my wizard over here. You're a wizard, Harry. You've been telling me that? Yeah, they seem so bad. Oh my god, they've done more damage to my own units than the enemy here. Fuck. Okay, we don't have to be too close there, that's fine. We're into an OP, now they're just OP. Would you say that they're OP? I mean, Rattling Gunners, I guess for Ikit, yeah, but... Because obviously unlimited ammunition and whatnot. That's like the Unix, that's like the selling point of it, right? I'm using fictional mortars. True. Skaven did exist. That's true. Some close-up, Lazy? I will get some close-ups, don't worry. This is the challenge. Like, Lazy, I mean, it's, you ask a valid question. The problem that I often have when I'm playing, like, impossible challenges, normally if I zoom in and have a look, wait, he's just playing with them. He's, like, dribbling through him. The disrespect. The sheer disrespect. I mean, in fairness, we do have 78 speed right now. Yeah, normally when I do, like, cinematic views, when I'm playing, like, difficult campaigns, I lose so many units. It's kind of funny. So don't worry, guys. This is tomato ketchup. He's okay. He is completely fine. That is just tomato ketchup. Hey, Darren, trailer tomorrow? Yeah, people have been asking me that, but I think it'll be interesting, because like I said, the database was updated, so we'll have to wait and see. Okay, there's still loads of units. Is there no pause? No, on legendary, on the hardest difficulties, there's no pause. If I click pause, it just brings up the menu. Let us stop shooting with the mortars now. Chase these guys off as well. Yeah, I think it's because of battle realism, I think it's called. Battle realism is what does it to you. Wow, that's Pyrrhic victory? Really? I guess a lot of my fairly okay units took a bit of beating there. Yeah, they're so strong, man. So these big uns just keep battering through us. But yeah, the kills on the units are very deceptive, though. What units are you most interested in? Did they confirm, like, what's it called? The big squigs. There's a mod that adds his paws back. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those classic things where there's always mods for everything, which is the beautiful thing. They all build the exact same. I mean, if you know, it's probably a case of if it ain't broken, don't fix it. Most likely, you know. Probably, yeah, probably quite literally that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go skiddly, but I don't think it's going to pay off too much. Hello? Hey, Grackle. Good to see you, buddy. Alright, so the question is, I think I need 2 of these settlements before taking this at tier 5. Or tier 4. I need 2 more settlements, yeah. Because I need 120 food. And if I can attack as part of my quest, win 3 Battlesey in the following race. So technically I can attack the same settlement twice. I think from a food point of view, I need to be a little bit wary. I think I should be able to reach back over here. I should be able to recruit still. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. And then hope that I can reach over there. Because one of the biggest problems I often see, yeah, 300, 150, 200, legit not worth it. I might replace all of them. I'm not going to lie. Is that crazy, guys? Like, am I absolutely bonkers for thinking that? Just getting rid of all of these units? I just don't see the use. It sucks that this is no longer bugged, because you used to be able to get this instantly. Legendary mode is called Legendary Difficulty Enable. I'll just use it, because it disables the battle rhythm. Guys, I'm not pausing, but hate restricted camera. Yeah, I think the restricted camera is the one thing that annoys me as well, personally. 5% replenishment is going to be really nice, because we're going to be fighting a lot. But we're going to want to do... speed for inventory is going to be really nice. We probably need to go into fight dirty now. I think the missile strength for these units that are going to be the bread and butter of my composition is going to be too needed. So we're still at war with everybody. I basically just have to get into a position where I can, like, assassinate around this area. Because a lot of the terrain, I believe the ambush chance is decent. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, this could be quite literally, like, Eshin, like, a proper Eshin vibe. Where I'm running around assassinating things in the shadows. And as long as we get a proper full skirmish army, we should be completely fine. I'm hoping we can reach over here. I suspect we should be able to, but I think we consumed quite a lot of movement going this way. Because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to focus on the south. I'm not going to take this just yet until I've, like, consolidated a lot of my forces here. Because once we hit a tier 5, then we're completely fine. And that's obviously one of the benefits of being a Skaven. Because you get access into some very, very, very powerful inventory and units very, very quickly. Like, that's, like, the main vibe about Skaven. You effectively skip a lot of pain that a lot of other factions have to go through by getting really, really quickly into the late game. That's one of the really cool things about them. So, like, while everyone's recruiting, like, trash units, you're recruiting really good stuff. So, can I reach? I can't. That sucks. Can I reach with you? Okay, no. A big fat NO on both of them. Okay, that's okay. That's okay. So now we've learned pathing-wise, I've got to be a little bit careful. Wait, why am I building gemstones? Normally the gemstones is really good because of trading. Normally it's the trading vibe that makes them so good. Okay, so what we'll do then is we'll play it a little bit slower. I don't think there's a military presence in there. This should be more than enough to skirmish them out. So you take control of that. We do lose our mage because of that, though. So we'll go over here with you. I'm going to check to see what military presence you have. You've got 4, so there's technically an army of 14, potentially. Recruit you, recruit you. I'm actually going to do it. This is surprising to some, potentially, but I'm going to get rid of all 4 of these units. As it may force this guy to fight me. Because technically we're relatively even numbers now. On a technicality, we have relatively even numbers. Now, the Eshin Clanstone is actually very powerful. So yeah, I've got to remember that I'm not going to get too much value from these gemstones because I can't trade. But I have to ensure that I secure this place because I can't lose it. Especially because the 400 gold is going to keep us afloat alongside the food regeneration, which is huge. So what we're going to do is we're going to take over some Cathay fights. We're going to want to get the food cap. So you've got to be a little bit careful with the 20 food here. Because if you don't have enough settlements to utilize the food, then you're in a bit of trouble. But the 2 settlements we're getting from this, the Celestial Monastery alongside the Jade Wind, will allow us to get to the threshold 120, which means tier 4s are possible. So that's what we're aiming for. Wait, is 120 tier 5, guys? Keep with me honest. Okay, nice. So we actually did bait him out here, which is good. We did bait him out by reducing our unit count. So we're going to easily assassinate the general here. And we can just skirmish the rest of the units. The archers will be a little bit of a pain in the butt because there's a lot of them, but we should be fine. I mean, the archers, the horse cavalry can actually do a lot of damage too. So we're going to have to play smart here. Play smart with the old skirmishy situation. Don't like victory conditions of most of Warhammer 2 factions. Yeah, I've never, like, the Victory Overhaul mod is really good for that. Like, they've done a very good job putting in better victory conditions. I think the problem with a lot of the older faction is they're, like, where they are in the map, or where they were, excuse me, in the map, like, their victory conditions made a lot of sense, but now obviously things are ever changing. Things are ever changing. So when it may have once been made sense, but might have changed a lot since then. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get the warp stars in there. The general's going to be walking towards it. I think the only problem with the cast that we're going to do here is that it's going to go uphill. And typically speaking, casts like that are not good uphill. Okay, nice. Okay, so we're going to have cavalry on the sides. Alright, what we'll do then is just play the skirmish game as much as we can here. Play towards the skirmish game. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing here is we'll struggle to get super advantage. Let's chuck some back here. Yeah, unfortunately there's not really much I can do to protect them. So let's get the casts and summons on the back line there. I'm hopeful that they're going to struggle to do too much damage here. So we're going to try and skirmish here. Just keep pressuring on their back lines. We've got 4 summons, so we want to extend the fight out long enough to take advantage of that, right? Gonna have to put you in your own group, because you just have to start skirmishing now. Okay, this is kind of a perfect situation, because the general will take a lot of damage as well. So we'll make sure to cycle charge you as well. That's okay, because we've dealt with the cavalry now. I mean, it's a classic case of they don't really fit within my army composition, so it's actually quite difficult to get them, to get good value from them. So once again, we're going to summon this one in a bit of an angle here, so they can grab more units. Gonna just take advantage of the fact that we got that banner really early on, and utilize the movement speed that we have available to us. Yeah, lobbing those guys up. Lobbing you up. Looking for isolation because of Weeping Blades. Honestly, with Weeping Blades attached, we probably can actually go for the attack with just a normal wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. So nice. What we're going to do is break off now. And I'm going to grab you and group you into your own group now. Keep you firing at will, it's fine. So this was like a really important factor here. If I tried to kite in the same direction, I would have just gotten them killed. 100%, they would have just been killed. So in situations that call for it, you always have to make sure that you're splitting up to allow your units to kite most effectively. Although, yes, some of them don't have ammunition, I'm fine with them running like they are. So like this one, for example, they're allowing me room to breathe, so I'm going to push up on them. This is like such an El Clasico skirmishy game. Just the second you get an opportunity to start moving in, you just take advantage of it. Oh, there's nothing more terrifying than little ratties running around. Because fun fact, storm vermin are upwards of 7 feet tall, I believe. Now that would be an interesting concept. Although Skaven totally don't exist, right guys? Skaven don't exist anyway, so there's nothing really to worry about, if you think about it. Nothing really to worry about there. Because Skaven simply do not exist. Another summon on their archers to shut them down. Most of them were buff AF too. Yeah, they were crazy. They're small and cute. Slightly, do you think so? Scarce Thankwall. Yeah, I think anything that Throp puts Warpstone inside of becomes pretty damn terrifying. Yeah, the Slingers I'm probably going to have to replace as well. Although, like, their consistency is really nice from a damage perspective. It's just really hard to get value out of them. Because they don't skirmish, right? And that's, like, kind of what I need them for. I need him to skirmish as much as possible. I'm hyped for Scar and his Wraithmongers. Nice, Darren. Yeah, what are you guys really looking forward to in the next DLC, guys? What kind of stuff are you looking for? Honestly, I'm not trying to brag, but my shirt smells so nice. You know when you wear, like, a piece of clothing that smells really, really nice? I think food-wise, we're probably going to be okay with the battles. So I'm going to go with regeneration. So good job I did get regeneration, because there's another army there. I am recruiting on Snitch's army, so that makes my life a lot easier. How well ogres are going to be. Like, I've said this multiple times, and I think people maybe dislike this. But I think the problem that I have with ogres is that their entire identity revolved around really strong units. And then, obviously, they took away a lot of the strength of those units, and then they become pretty bad. For example, Iron Blasters, insane. Example, Man-Eaters, all insane. Pretty much every single unit you can think of, Gorgers, insane. And then they kind of took away a lot of that strength, and they became very, very meh. Which is a bit of a shame, really. Because their identity completely revolved around the fact that those units were really OP. Like, Scrag with Gorges was unbeatable. Also, I love the fact that we're hella skirmishy. Wait, do you guys not have Hidden? Stalk? Wait, these guys don't have Stalk? Huh. Nobles are insane. Hey, you say that. You're memeing Stormhammer, but Noblers used to be really good with the Hunter's trait of Unbreakable. Like, I remember crunching numbers and doing a test. A single Nobler with the relevant campaign buffs and the Hunter Unbreakable trait could 1 versus 1 a Stonehorn. And I'm not even kidding. So you're memeing, but Noblers are actually kind of nutty if you give them the right conditions. That's crazy. Yeah, if you give Nobles the right conditions, I mean, it's the reason that how they balanced them was purely because of the fact that their leadership was terrible. Right? That was kind of what they did to balance them. Ah, shoot, I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful here. It looks like. I swear these guys had Stalk. I don't know why, but I remember having Stalk. Yeah, I can only give it for 1 unit. Yeah, we should be okay. I think they're using, yeah, Yin magic. That's okay. Alright. Oh, alongside the Star Spell. Love to see that. So, now I have to just accept the fact... Wow, I'm getting absolutely battered. Let's take advantage of my range. Here we go. Let's keep skirmishing around. Yeah, massive space. Much love to you, buddy.
Welcome back. Will you be covering the DLC in the early access period?
You already know, son.
Also, trailer tomorrow.
Is it confirmed the trailer's tomorrow? People keep saying about the trailer, but I actually don't know. But yeah, no, I 100% will be. A lot of people kindly were saying stuff like, you know, they love my short form videos as well for the DLC related stuff. So yeah, I'll make sure to do that too. Hey, Chosen, good to see you, buddy. yeah, we'll be making sure to make some videos and covering the DLC stuff. The Night Runners have always stalked. Night Runners just for skirmish. Understood. But it's got to be right. I hope so. I mean, the thing that I'm noticing, I'm not sure if you guys agree, but I feel like CA are definitely doing a lot better. Would you guys say that CA are doing better in recent times? Like, I feel like, just in general, the things that I'm reading and seeing, generally speaking, is positive right now. For creative assembly stuff, which is good. I definitely think they helped with the turnaround with Thrones of Decay. This can right now? Yeah, they're doing a good job. I'm happy to see it. Like, yeah, I don't really have any complaints, really. Maybe, as a streamer, maybe I should have more complaints. It's like my vibe to complain, isn't it? As a streamer. Massive Blood for Shadows of Change. Yeah, I was very disappointed with Shadows of Change stuff. It's like, here, accept this garbage. No. No. No, thank you. It's like, oh. I see. Alright, let's see if we can keep skirmishing them here. I mean, the main reason I'm playing this, like, Ultimate Crisis Turn 10 campaign is to get myself prepared for the FFAs we're going to be doing. You guys are in trouble. Once your boy gets his attention to detail and his macro back, you'll be in trouble. So yeah, this weekend, if anyone's wanting to play, join the Discord, and most likely we'll do an FFA of some description. We'll do a fun community thing. Obviously, it's been a minute since I last properly streamed. I honestly think... Do you guys think it'd be content if I played the Changeling in an FFA campaign and just trolled? Would that be interesting to watch? I don't even know. Like, would you guys like watching me be the Changeling and just, like, really annoy people constantly? Like, being like an 8-man FFA. Just being the Changeling, just annoying folks. Like, I think it'd be good bands. But then again, the problem would be getting people wanting to suffer effectively. Sounds like a banger. Yeah, I should. But yeah, I would literally have to have people join, right? That's the problem. It's like, do you want to suffer for an extended period of time? If so, yes, join the campaign. Someone plays Carl, they're screwed. Yeah, I think there'd have to be like some interesting rules around it. I mean, we have some homies that have done quite a lot of FFAs. Like Koyu, for example, is one of the homies. Definitely doesn't take anything too far, which is always good to see. So it'd have to be like a similar rule set to that. Because generally, the only reason I do those campaigns is to have fun with folks. I dislike it when people like take it too far, you know? Like, generally, the only purpose of most of those is just to have fun with folks. Yeah, we'll auto-resolve, that's fine. Probably going to regret auto-resolving that one. So now we're at 105, so we need another 15 food. Which now means we need to go this way. Probably worth just recruiting in this army then. Jesus, look at this! Look at this! Skaven is so insane, man. Do you know what, I'm actually going to probably... Do I want to get a military building here? I generally don't think that's going to change anything. A military building here probably changes nothing. I enjoyed the Carrick 8 Peaks Challenge one. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that one as well. Oh, this is such a good... Look at this. All armies snipe and speed. This right here... Wait, it lasts for a single turn, that's it. This right here is... Oh shoot, Ultimate Crisis is just procced. I'm in a lot of trouble. Alright, the Blessed Dread, declare war. Who else we got to declare war on?
my appearance.
More folks here.
Heed my words
Oh, this is pretty savage, not gonna lie. I've just made some extremely bad enemies here. So I need to get my tier 5 up and running ASAP. Like, without my tier 5 up and running, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. Let's go ahead and... Is this one for +1 recruitment? No, it's not. Is it the growth building that does that? Have they changed it? I swear one of these buildings used to have +1 recruitment. Man, my Skaven knowledge has dropped since Warhammer 3. My Warhammer 2 Skaven knowledge was just... It was up there. It was definitely up there. I think it's now just per building, isn't it? They fixed that? Yeah, it's per settlement. Yeah, I know you get... Hey, Dark, I know you get tech really quickly. But they made it so it's only the province now. Like, settlements. Alright, so we've declared war on everybody. I'll demolish stuff for now. Do I want to recruit units for the sake of having units? Not really, TBH. I'd rather just have quality units, if I'm honest. So if I move down to this direction, we'll have to deal with something. But if I summon another army this side... Wait, -40? Okay, that's really bad. That means that I'm going to have a randomized rebellion. So next turn... Actually, do you know what? Probably now I'm going to have to recruit somebody here. Yeah, I'm going to have to recruit them now. Warpstone Hoarder. Plague is actually quite useful. But it's just not as potent, unfortunately, early game. So I'm going to have to do this purely because of the fact that if the rebellion happens here, I'm just boned. Like, welcome to the bone zone kind of situation. I just don't want that. So we're going to need to try and get the capital. Because if you guys don't know, regarding rebellions, it's not guaranteed. Like, if this rebels here, where it's randomized, like 33% here, 33% here, 33% here. And I can't guarantee it. Like, I, unfortunately, am unable to predict where it's going to go. So I have to make sure that the one settlement that I actually need to defend is protected. That's, like, effectively my entirety of my recruitment. So I suspect on the east side, and obviously on the north side now, there's going to be threats coming in from the Blessed Dread, Miao Ying, and in the south, obviously, there's going to be the Cathayans. But like I said, the advantage I do have is that everybody around me is moving into terrain that's not ideal for them.
Issued, mighty Lord. A great adventure beckons.
Okay, so the Cloak of Shadows, we definitely could do that.
For while the potential
We have a lot of settlements, so we're paying a lot of food for the settlements. Like I said, we have 3 armies now, so it's a food per turn for the army. So we do have the food technically, although I don't believe I would be able to get enough food from this fight. I think 17 food is probably too difficult. Because here's the hard part. Do I be a brave boy? I think it makes sense to be... Yeah, damn it. What's the ambush chance here? 40%. Yeah, not a chance in hell I'm going to get him. Not a chance in hell I'll be able to assassinate this guy. So that means... Yeah, I don't think I can win that now. But it's good to know what I can see. It's good to know what I can see, though. But I think what I am going to do is run towards here, because I need to lock this down as soon as possible. Run to here, run up to here. Military presence is 9. Shoot, he may be able to attack me here. I'd be very surprised if he couldn't attack me here. Ah, dude, if we lose that recruitment, that's going to suck. Do you get the money replenished if you can't recruit here, guys? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. But let's see if they're a full. I can sneak on in this big. And yeah, we are defending the settlement because we're close enough, so... Oh shoot, if the rebellion attacks one of the settlements, I won't have enough food for this. Okay, thank God it came to... That was best case scenario. That was RNG. That was very, very lucky, I'll be honest. And I don't know if the artifact technically counts as a... Or the landmark counts as a military building, because if it doesn't, then... The rebellion will be really bad. Would you be in big brain? Wow, he's attacked Snitch. That's surprising. But that's perfect case scenario, honestly. Forced marching forced my army to be quite battered and bruised. Because if you don't know... Wow, that is such a savage map. That is such a savage map for them to fight me on. Honestly, sometimes the game just loves you, doesn't it? Sometimes the game literally just loves you. Like, a choke point map with my army? Like, hello? Jeez. Jesus. Wow, oh, look at this choke point. Like, it's so insane. It could be a multiple row angle here. Like, this is crazy. Where's the map when I invade Cathay? Is the Chaos Dwarves? Where is this map when I invade Cathay? Oh yeah, having like an army composition like an army battle like this would be insane, yeah. So, I don't think I can actually sneak around. But like I said, let's move here. And let's just keep skirmishing. Although the terrain is not going to be ideal for me here. I think I have too many units, which is weird to say. Yeah, because look how they're funneling through. It's really not good. Wait, maybe this is a really bad map for me. Yeah, because the guys are struggling AF to run through. So I'm going to have to do this instead. Yeah, look, they're getting stuck. That's my mage as well. Let's give them a bit of room to breathe. Normally here I would try and run towards them. Oh, it's because they're locked, that's why. No, that's my bad, guys. I locked formation them. I did not realize it would be as bad as that. My mage is going to rout, it's fine. I'm just looking for isolation, that's basically all I'm looking for here. Maybe the smartest play for me to do is, like I said, multiple rows here. And just let them funnel in slowly. Because yeah, letting them funnel in slowly should be a lot better for me here. Although these guys will have a hard time protecting the guys in the front. I'm gonna go with another summon, I think. God, can any of you guys give me Burning Head? Maybe the wrong spell. Maybe give me a Flaming Vortex. Please don't give me a Burning Head. And remember, guys, if you do have a Burning Head, make sure to go to the doctors. Alright, let's see here. I think we're going to have to start moving back. So the first row is going to start retreating. I'm surprised they sent some archers back. Dude, if their general's going to do this, he's trolling. This is like Snitch's territory right here. Isolated fight real quick. Everyone just shoot their general real quick. Someone on the archers at the back there. Yeah, this is like the bread and... This is Eshin bread and butter right here. I am surprised you missed that. That's what, 130 melee defense, melee attack. Versus 51 melee defense. I had 92%. I had the maximum percentage chance to hit there, and I missed. Never lucky. I should do the lottery or something. Is that a thing when you're really unlucky to do the lottery? Like if something happens and you're super unlucky? Is that the angle? How much room do we still have? We still got a good amount. That's when my luck is used up. Okay, interesting. Let's not do the lottery then. Just try and be the nuisance here. Honestly, I think the smartest thing is just create enough of a buffer here. I just need a bit of a buffer. Hey, Thek, well, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. As long as we make a little bit of a buffer here, we should be fine. Like we are wasting a little bit of damage, though. Long time seeing you. Thek, yeah, man, it's been a minute. Appreciate you hanging back out, my dude. Good to see you again. In this situation, let's try and take elevation advantage here. And sneak around. I think that's exactly what we're going to need to do here. Probably just missed ammunition. Yeah, that's the concern, right? Anytime you're skirmishing quite like this, you will often lose a lot. Miss a lot, excuse me. I think that's the unfortunate reality of skirmish units like this. You're just going to miss an awful lot. But with the additional speed that we've been given, might as well take advantage of it. Alright, Eshin, we should be able to absolutely batter him here. I'm actually kind of worried. Because they still have a lot of units left. Like, to begin with, I looked at the choke point and I was like, that's amazing. And I was like, I'm a skirmish army. I kind of don't want to... I don't want to be in a choke point. Like, that like, goes really well for the enemy. They just want to run at me. Snitch, stop playing with your food, bud. Let's pull you out for a sec. Get back in there. And we're going to go around and skirmish this one. With elevation, we should be more than fine to fight this. I'm going to run in here, though. Nice. The Lord Dead should start a bit of a mass rout here. So when you keep your units stationary and fire, they're significantly more accurate because you'll see they have a larger, wide spread of ammunition firing. Whereas if I do this, you'll see they'll focus on the banner. Most likely, the ammunition expect to go this way. But they're shooting over... I think they were shooting the banner here instead. Yeah, you can see here, look. Since they're skirmish, they're like shooting only one unit. But if they're stationary like this, give you an example, they spread their ammunition really well. Which is the only downside to... yeah, generally the only downside to skirmish units. If you just let them shoot, they are very inaccurate. And that's the reason why a lot of the times you'll see me moving in a bit of a block, stop them, block, stop them, block, stop them, and just let them actually get the most damage off. Otherwise, they'll do really low damage. Which is very counterintuitive, you'd think. But it kind of doesn't make sense. I guess it do make sense. Nice, let's kill whatever we can. Since we're going to have to siege this element anyway, we might as well kill everything we're able to. Good enough. This is one of the biggest things I always recommend players as well. In fights like this, chase as many of them as you can down. It's not worth letting some of them go. It's important to kill everything you can. Yeah, some of the mountain maps are wild, yeah. Some of the maps are really cool. Honestly, if Warhammer didn't have, like, Total Warhammer didn't have magic, I think I would probably play more historical games. Okay, nice. So, yeah, we should have more than enough food here, so we'll go with the punishment. Yeah, I honestly think I'd probably play more historical games if Warhammer 3 didn't have magic, because it's that magic that is the bug for me. Please let me attack in one turn. Shame. Wait, do we yoink? What about unit variety? It's a good question. Shoot. I can actually start sieging now, might as well. Oh my goodness. That is really unfortunate. Of course these turd burgers come towards me. Full entire army. May mean this guy's dead, but we'll see. I shouldn't have auto-resolved that. I didn't lose that many. Wait, I can attack it. Oh my god. Because that guy was in the way. Oh, you beauty. Okay, so. Enemy leadership -5? Damn, son. Damn, son. Where'd you find this? Let's go scouting because we're going to need some. We're going to be doing a lot of fighting. I would love a potion of healing. Won't lie to you, lads. If any of you guys have got a free potion of healing lying about, I would happily take it. Alright, so we do have the food now. What I'm going to have to do is... Shoot, I can't reach. I can force match and trade it over, I'm going to. Let's give away the healthiest night runners. Do I take away the unhealthy ones? I'm going to get rid of you as well. That's decisive blow because my unit composition is a little bit better. One of the best things about this banner is it actually gives magical attacks to both range and melee. Which is a very unique element. Most banners don't do this. Most don't do that because it's defined enables magical attacks. Normally it gives just melee attacks. So we could technically just walk in here and just skirmish everything, which I'm going to have to. And then, since there's a lot of Skaven corruption here, we should be absolutely fine to deal with the secondary army. I just want to make sure that I'm not losing too many units. Especially since this is going to be like my stationary. My station of defense. So since we've managed to not proc the food from Cathay fights, which is huge by the way, because we're going to consume a lot of food. So we've kind of like positioned ourselves accordingly around the area to ensure that I can maximize the value I'm getting there, basically. Like, it's what I've been trying to do anyway. It's just making sure that if I'm in a position where I know I'm going to consume a lot of food, I might as well finish the quest then, because I'm going to be moving towards the Cathay ends at this point anyway. But unit variety double is a good question. I feel like most of the time with historical games, like, I feel like replayability is not as much of a thing inside of historical games. But the main factor for me is that, like, for example, Three Kingdoms. What's your guys' thoughts on Three Kingdoms? Do you guys think Three Kingdoms is a good game? Do you think it's bad? Because I think Three Kingdoms is a very, very good historical game. Never cared for it, never played it. Really? Good? Yeah, I think Three Kingdoms is pretty good. Don't like the way the armies work. Oh, interesting. How so? I double. How so? What about the armies do you not like? Oh, like, you need a strategist for range stuff. Yeah. I think that's what you probably mean. I was going to make an assumption. Right, I am way faster than the enemy here. Still Rome Total War is your favourite? Yeah, Rome Total War got me hooked as well. I'll tell you a funny story. I bought a Roman helmet when Rome Total War Remastered came out. And I told my partner, I was like, babe, don't worry. I'm going to wear it loads. It's gonna pay for itself. I'm going to wear it loads. I'm going to stream with it loads. I wore it once. And I consistently get reminded by that. I consistently get reminded that I did that. Alright, do you know what? I'm just going to go up to this side. I mean, this is the silly thing about being a skirmish army. Like, there's literally 0 point me climbing the walls and fighting them here, when I could just outmaneuver them. Just wear the helmet to pet them. God damn it, guys. Yeah. Being called like Julius Caesar in bed or something. Conquering. I mean, out of all of the... I think Julius Caesar probably is most influential. My dude did some pretty dope things. Also some pretty undope things. He was the vibes, but equally was not the vibes. Let's keep moving around. But yeah, this is the really silly thing about certain sieges. Like, I am effectively ignoring, like, a core game mechanic because I'm so much faster than them. Like, imagine defending a settlement and you deploy all the way on one side, and they're like, lol, okay, and then just go to the other side of your settlement and just get into it without you fighting them. Like, how frustrating must that be? Like, imagine, like, your scouts and your generals do reports. It's like, sir, they're attacking the other side. There's nothing we can do about it. It's like, guys, why do we deploy nobody there? Like, who's getting fired? Like, come on. You're saying that in the entire settlement that we have and all the garrison units we have, nobody's on that side to defend it? What can I say? What can I say? Isn't there a quote that said that the reason the Roman Empire fell was because of luxuries like air conditioning? Because they couldn't hear the Gauls coming to beat them up. East or west? I would say west, because the east took way longer to fall. If I'm not mistaken. Like, west was... I mean, west got battered very quickly in comparison to east. East still held on for a while. Start filtering in. Subs and Warhammer Total War are gigantic. They really are, in fairness. They really are. Alright, filter in, my pretties. Oh, yes, all of you go to one ladder. Yes, that's the pathing I love. Now that is the pathing I know and love. Alright, let's go this way, since they, since I have a free reign to go to the settlement, central of the settlement. Why not, eh? Why not, eh? Looks like one of you is being seppuku'd. Nope, you're climbing the ladders as well. Love that. I really hope siege pathing gets resolved soon. As it is a relatively large point of frustration. I feel like for most people, like, this is just silly. I can't even select them. It won't even let me select them for some reason. Bring back Warhammer 2 Sieges. That's honestly the interesting thing is that's where I disagree. I think the premise of Warhammer 3 Sieges are a lot better. Like, the mechanics and the system that's in place is a lot better. There's more room to breathe. Whereas the engine within Warhammer 2 it has less movement, or has less ability to do stuff. You know? Fix it in Warhammer 40k. 3? Imagine. Dude, I can't wait if there's going to be... Like, there's no way they don't cash it in on Warhammer 40k. Total War Warhammer 40k. Like, there's just no logical sense that I could ever see a world where they don't make a 40k Total War. Okay, I need to get over here with Mage. I need to help these guys. Unless I just go this way and go up here. Yeah, that works to me. That works with me. How do you do well in sieges? Just ignore every siege mechanic there is. Smiley face. This is the majority of my units. That's okay, though. The rest of them are listening. I'm now intrigued to know if the old result would have been better than what I'm doing now. Honestly, possibly. I should be able to cast in the next couple seconds. Oh, I'm surprised. The range seems so much slow. Hey, Comet, good to see you, buddy. There we go. Wait, that's not an actual barricade. I can walk through that. Yes, please. Do you think a 40k Total War would say the same with Formula, or more like an RTS, like Company of Heroes? That's a good question. I would say that, like, one thing I would love them to do, and thank you for the follow, buddy. One thing I would love them to do is explore, like, a World War Total War. Like, going into depth with, like, trench warfare. Because I feel like trench warfare will open up a lot of room to breathe, specifically inside of Warhammer 40k. Because since the world is so goddamn vast, they would have to figure out a system where it's like subsection of places and like, you know, portals to go to places. I think they would have to be really careful with how they did it because very quickly it either becomes very underwhelming, depending on how they do it. There's rumors of Warhammer 1, World War 1 Total War. Yeah, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. But then again, you probably go into a relatively saturated market, I feel like. There's surely so many, like... There is a lot of strategy games that revolve around World War 1, 2, and stuff. So I guess it depends on how much they want to explore it. But I would love to see trench warfare inside of a Total War, done correctly. But as to how they implement that, it'd be hard to say. But, I mean, you know, people hated on Total Creative Assembly when Warhammer 1 was announced, and they were like, how the hell can they do this? Like, there's no way they can successfully do this. And they smashed it out of the park, right? I mean, goddamn, they made a career for me. Or a hobby, I should say, more so. They created the hobby that I love doing, that's streaming. So, you know. I think I can't really complain on my side. As to be honest, I do really goddamn love this game. I would love, like, speaking of Shogun, I would love them to do, like, the multiplayer options in Shogun. Like, where you, in a campaign, you can fight against multiplayer people. I would love that option again. I'm curious to see if this is, like, it's decisive still. Nice. We didn't be a noob. Trench Warfare would fit a Total War game. It would smash a Total War game. Like, I could see it as, like, a... Ooh, I wonder if they'd, like, do Trench Warfare, like, in an ambush battle. Or, like, akin to that. Like, a battle that's, like, specific to it. You can see a world where they don't make a Warhammer 40k, Total War 40k. One of many possible DCs and expansions. Oh, dude, yeah, it'd be so insane. The amount of options you have. Huh. Tier 5 is not too bad, eh, boys? Turn 6 as well. A Tier 5 on turn 6, not a bad start. I do say so myself. That's not a bad start, eh, boys? So I think we've well and truly setting ourselves up nicely for the ultimate crisis. As I have 4 turns until it comes into play. Upkeep reduction is going to be useful. Wow, Strider is so insane. Speed, not yet. I'd rather the upkeep. Because of the amount of money I'm spending. This army... Like I said, since I don't have any defined ambush buildings, military buildings, the rebellions are really weak. So if you guys weren't aware, military buildings is what controls the rebellion strength. Fun fact. It is always the military building that will control the strength of the settlement. Let me make sure I'm not spending too much. Because you can actually get quite a lot of money from Skaven settlements. It's pretty insane, honestly. We will need a Plague Monk. How much do we have? 1.9k. More than fine. Because we're most likely going to fight this guy as well. Ooh, he's shielded. Wait, I swear these guys were they silver shielded? No, I don't think they were. Where's this lad? This guy is over this side. Do I still need these units? I probably do to defend this side. I'm going to demolish that one now. And the only reason for that is because I need a military building. As then it'll allow me to defend with more. Less, you know, kind of less is more situation. Let me just check I'm at war with everybody still. I am. Ultimate Crisis, like I said, is spawning in 4 turns. Unlocking the tier 5 is huge though. This is really big. What do I block myself from building by doing this? I think I'm happy to demolish one of these buildings if I need to. It's just I need the income. The passive income, like it pays for itself in like 5 turns or so. So here's the really interesting fact, right? Guys, welcome to the quiz again. What is the only faction in Warhammer Total War that instantly pays back its money building in 1 turn? What is the most effective economic building inside of a faction inside of Total War Warhammer 3? There's one specific faction that has exceptionally potent economy. And it pays itself instantly. Which it's a weird one. Let me go into... Is it expedition planning? It is. So if I go expedition planning... Ooh, I wonder if water 10% there is going to be a good idea. We could go construction cost 10% next turn. And Spiggle thinks probably. We're going to get a rebellion, which is going to be nice for food. I'll chuck that in next turn. Proc the reduction of costs, and then upgrade the rest of it. The rebellion's going to help us a lot as well. I mean, technically I could merge. Could be a merge situation. You know what? I don't hate the idea of merging. Yeah. Didn't hate it at all. And then if we do a merge situation over here, pass over those 3 units. Maybe swap you as well. And we got a full army again. Beautiful. Would we replace this one? Greenskins. It is greenskins. Yeah. It is greenskins. Which is such a weird thing. Because I want the shiny things, boss. Excuse me, boss. Let's get some shiny things here. It is greenskins. It's 375 cost, and it instantly gives you 375. Or around that. It's like 350. It's crazy. Greenskins have one of the best economies. Do you guys want to know one of the most surprising economy factions? This one always surprises me. One of the best economy factions from expansion is Khorne. It is always so strange to think about that as well. It's like, if you expand a lot as Khorne, you make so much goddamn money. Alright, so let's utilize the reduction of cost. Let's go ahead and murder these guys. Big. So you can see the military building is coming to effect because they have unit tiers. Yeah, Khorne's one of those really weird ones. Forbidden Rod's quite nice. Auras are always good. Now the question is, do I expand further? I think the smartest thing I can probably do is kill Miao Ying. Good news is, obviously, we've recovered a significant portion of my money. I probably will want a mage following around. But Plague Monk is what I'm going to look for. I should have gotten Warlock Engineer. I'm trolling, but I think they get enough money. I don't think I had enough money. Just dodge it. 5 head? True. Wow, -5 leadership as well. Wait, you're telling me you get -13 leadership? With Ash? Is that new? I don't remember -13.
Lord of the Assassins.
I genuinely don't remember. Ooh, warp fireball. Sure. I don't remember -13. That's kind of nutty. Alright, do I think I can expand further once my economy's a little bit better? I honestly think yes. I think I'm going to lose this settlement eventually because the way that the AI prioritizes the player. Maybe you should go back up this way. And the debate is, do I just get rid of this building? No, I want to start getting chieftains. I think heroes are so critical at this point on the map. I can't get better economies than Shores because of supply lines, though. I mean, it is a valid point, but I would argue that your economic like, if you look at economy, yeah, you would probably say that, actually. The more I think about it, the more I agree. But then again, you could look at Warriors of Chaos. Warriors of Chaos have a better economy than Chorfs do. Right? I mean, Warriors of Chaos definitely have a better economy than Chorfs. Ah, minus 10 leadership as well. That is so savage you can do all that. What's this one? Must be performed to complete Snitch's campaign. Increase the number of schemes available by 1. Snitch's recovery time is 2 turns. Yeah, not vibing with that idea. But now is better than ever. That would be better than ever. Sequins! The Berry Man! How are we doing, you handsome bugger? How was the versus? Hey, Oki, good to see you, buddy. How was the versus, my friend? I don't think I have that 70 about... hold on. Let me go to 7TV. Let me add Sane. This is one of the best things about all the Hermes in Vermintide and Darktide, because you guys have some pretty awesome 70 emote situations. I'm assuming it's this one. Like, I swear that the Vermintide crew revolutionized, and I say revolutionized, 7TV. It was very big pog. Gotta run to work. Sequence, have a great one. Sane? Hey, link it then. Actually, Sequence, I think you're one of my 7TV admins. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Monday thus far. It's a crazed cat. Oh, I know which one you mean. This one. There you go. Wait, do I have to get rid of the other one? Did I use the right one? And thank you for the follow. Oh my god. Were you guys doing any runs with the Berry Man? As I was playing the versus earlier today, and I was in Berryman's chat, and people just kept leaving. Like, they would lose a single round and just leave. You're running it down mid. Wait, who was the person that said they were playing League and that they complained their team was rubbish? I'm certain somebody said in the chat, in Berryman's chat, that they played League and complained that the team was rubbish. And it was quite amusing. I mean, fun fact about me, I used to be a semi-professional League of Legends player. I used to play League of Legends semi-professionally inside of the ESL UK League. I used to be Challenger Season 3, 4, and 5. And if I logged into the League right now, I am hard stuck Diamond. Feels good, man. Your boy is well and truly hard stuck Diamond right now. Wow, look at the recruitment. Did you use your sanity? Honestly, League is like one of the most toxic games you ever experience. Like, I swear, like, generally, this is like my gaming sphere. I played so much League that I genuinely felt like if you play League of Legends, you need to have a degree in psychology because you have to be a therapist every game. I do not recommend. League is not for the faint-hearted. If anybody ever comes to me and is like, oh, Battlesey, should I play League? Do you recommend it? I'm like, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ah, shoot. This is my main settlement. Oh, we have magic. Yeah, we got magic. We should be okay. Not that many archers. 6 summons should be more than enough. He has no magic himself. I don't really have no way to assassinate the Lord. Stop my buff, that's it. I'm running it down. Yeah, it's so crazy. In the queue for a rank game at the moment. Haha. Oh, Mitchell, where'd you play? Whereabouts do you play, matey? Losing your sanity in a Skrulk campaign, that's the problem. You're playing Skrulk, call you. Come on. Fight against the no-lane lizards south of you. I mean, Skrulk's problem is you're surrounded by people that are just naturally stronger than you. And with the nerfing of all artillery and weapons teams, he's, yeah, not the vibes. Ooh, a natural elevational defense here. God, this map reminds me of Sangu, and I really miss Sangu. Also, Skreklau, I think you said something about playing the new DLC or something like that. I remember your message coming in, but I was giga focusing on the... No, I responded. You said Easter thingy. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the head-to-head I did versus Sangu. This is the map that we decided and concluded the campaign on. My thoughts on the new stuff? Very excited, right? I think I like the idea that they have to apply more variants of units. I haven't seen Sang in a long time. I know, man. Yeah. I know he's going through some stuff as well. I love that guy, though. Sangu's a good dude. Sangu's one of the first streamers I ever met. Genuinely, he is the first streamers I ever met within the Total War sphere. Well, not met in person, but, like, spoke to, if that makes sense. Right, so what I'm going to try and do is force them onto this choke point. If not, we can take the elevation here. Or take this point here, because it'll force them to move into me. Which is seemingly what's happening. Let's stack these boys here, because it looks like they're going for that approach. Which I'm more than happy with. Also, sorry for coughing and muting. I'm still recovering from a cold. Top Nar is the main. Do you like watching Tier 1 Zeus then? That guy's a Nago. Alright, let's see. I don't believe they're going to be sending anybody that way. We don't unfortunately have a mount just yet. Although we do have anti-infantry. And he's infantry size, so we actually probably will have a decent chance of beating him up. Yo, Smiggle, thanks for the prime, man. I appreciate you. Very kind of you. I know you just followed today. It's really kind of you, buddy. Never been here when someone asks, but did you ever do modeling? Says modelers. Modeling? Have I ever been a model? What can I say? Just look at this beautiful bald dome. You know, everyone wants a piece. Everyone wants a piece. I'm pretty sure you probably mean playing with minis, but I'm going to take that as a compliment that you think I'm attractive enough to be a model. I'm going to run with that, right? I'm going to run with that. And just, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there. Those are modeling for the voice. I've done voice acting stuff. For example, Ben. Here's my Dowie.
Do the sing ancestors, Dowie brethren. To die in battle. You Wazzik here. Ben, welcome to the stream. Beans and melts.
I love the dwarves. My dwarves are my favorite faction. Although ironic that I'm playing Skaven right now. A very strange faction to play for a guy that loves dwarves a lot. Very strange faction for the guys that... I mean, dwarves are my favorite faction by a long way. Skaven a second favorite. I wouldn't even rate Skaven top 5. When you play Ungrim, I hear my dwarf voice. We're doing the Ungrim cosplay still. Like I said, we've got the axes and we've got the hair for it. The Ungrim cosplay is still a go. I just need to find the rest of the equipment. Dowie enjoyers. If you're a dwarf enjoyer, you are a Giga Chad. It's as simple as that. I mean, this sounds really big-headed, but the problem I have with dwarves now is they're too easy. I just know the dwarves too well. But equally, it means I can turn my brain off and do a campaign. But I would rate myself a very, very good dwarf player, because I just play them so goddamn much. Everyone has flaws, and you're in the book. Hey, it is what it is. You're a spicy dwarf player? No, that's sacrilege. Chaos dwarves don't exist. I mean, it is very, very amusing that dwarves don't acknowledge Chaos Dwarves' existence. It's so akin to dwarves, I love it. It's like, if you don't understand something or just disagree with it, they just ignore it. Pretend it doesn't exist. Hey, Countess, good to see you, handsome. Hope you're doing wonderful. It's like, yeah. I don't really want to acknowledge that they exist, so we'll ignore them. Now that is the dwarven way, baby. Nice, another summon to keep up the archers stacked up. It's group 2 angle shooting the horseman at the back. He's a peasant long spearman, so I'm not too worried about that. But beautiful magic cast turn. A gyrocopter stack pretty much wins the entire game. It's a bit boring, sadly. Yeah, I would agree. I mean, they've nerfed gyrocopters a lot, but they're still very potent. It's because of the Steam variant, man, being so good. I mean, I fed this feedback to CA when I had early access to the changes, and I was like, dudes, this is really OP. I was like, my dudes, this is, like, crazy overpowered. If you want to keep it like this, fair enough, but you're going to have to nerf it. AI can't handle it at all. Yeah, the way that the AI is encoded, or coded, makes them really, really struggle against flying units. It's one of the biggest flaws that the AI has. Generally, it's flying units, as they don't know what to do against it. It is straight up one of the things they struggle with. Because they can't, like, predict their movement. So they have a really hard time knowing where to go. And oftentimes, if you just run at them, they'll run away from it. Yeah, it's kind of the flaw to them. Also, this is pretty big dub. With these guys stacking like this, I'm just, like, farming some freebies here. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you, Ben. But I'm a big dwarf guy. I goddamn love dwarves. I always have done. Like, I have done ridiculous dwarf campaigns as well. Like, I think if you were to try and think of loads and loads of penalizations for dwarves, I would probably still be fine. Like, I honestly could probably figure out a way to do, like, a turn 5 Ultimate Crisis Ungrim. If I do the right pathing, I could probably I would probably be able to figure it out. But I haven't played the game in a minute. Like, properly for, like, 3 months. So I'd have to ease my way back into it. Alright, we still got plenty of Winds of Magic, so it's not worth overcasting just yet. Overcasting's more of like an emergency, like, oops, I'm in trouble, I need to overcast the situation here. Also, I'm going to stop shooting the general, it's just not worth my ammunition. It's one of the biggest baits, typically speaking, is shooting lords when you've got relatively meh units at killing lords. Like, these guys specialize in killing infantry. Like, that's what they're really good at doing. So just let them be good at doing what they're good at, you know? Although this seems like a really decent overcast angle. What's the magic difference? It's 16, increases the number of missiles. Technically, it's probably worth it, but I can't afford to miscast. On a technicality, it would probably be worth it. It would be mathematically sound. Mathematically sound option, yes. But I can't. It's not worth it. Ease my way into it, he said, with turn 10 Ultimate Crisis with Clan Eshin, while declaring war on everyone turn 1. I mean, that... I honestly do think the game's a lot easier than the other variants of the game. Like, I think Eshin is unbelievably broken, that's why I'm kind of easing into it with a faction that's OP. But I generally do think that this game is a lot easier from 1 or 2. Not because they've, like, nerfed and reduced cheats. Excuse me. But just in general, the game has gotten easier. Maybe that's a sentiment that I feel like, but I don't know what you guys think. Right, nice. If we're close enough like this, we can actually go for the shots. I don't mind being close range like that and shooting. That is fine in my head. How many? 36 is not worth a summon. I'd be better off summoning from behind here, because it's mainly peasant spearmen. And let's just try and find the blobs. And yeah, you can see the damage here is really nice. So let's start shooting in the back of these Jade Warriors. Because these guys are close enough, it's fine. We must win campaign development, lose migrating Grand Brindle to Grand Capet ASAP. I like the idea of that, nice. It makes me sad Grombrindle's so far away, but it makes sense because of like him having a massive grudge against Malekith. So like I get it, but it's just a bit sad, you know? Because he doesn't really take advantage of the underway system. Which in a way sucks. Oh, apparently it's snowing where I'm at. Alright, so let's chase these guys down as much as we can. Low stuff has made it tough for me since AS spammed a lot more. Still dumb in battles. Yeah. I mean, would you guys believe me if I said that playing on easy difficulty is harder than playing on legendary? Like, I will die on that hill. Like, I, as a player that's played the game a lot, I struggle to snowball on easy than I do on legendary. Because the AI actively avoids you in easy, and I want them to fight me a lot. Because you get Regiments Renowned faster, you get loads of experience faster, you get, like, you skill your guys up faster. It's just so much better in every way. I main the elf character in Vermintide, how dare you. I main the dwarf, honestly. As I'm sure you can imagine, I main the dwarf. And then I main Sienna. And then I main Kruber, because of Grail Knight. Easy campaign with a friend, and the AI acted so weird I wasn't used to it. Yeah, if you're used to playing legendary, you will struggle on easy. You really will. Yeah, for me, I do not like easy campaign difficulty. I remember when easy campaign difficulty was, like, harder than legendary at one point. Elf doesn't exist in Vermintide. That's a spirit timer. That's a spirit. Let's go with money. It's a lie. It always amuses me, like, the Elgy treatment. I remember playing Twitch integration with Vermintide, and if you're the person that's playing the elves, like, everybody votes all the bad things onto you. Like, it's just the law kind of thing. It's just the law. Oh my god, these poor buggers. They're gonna get ambushed 100%. Yep. I love skirmish armies and ambushes. Yeah. If you're playing Vermintide and you are an elf, you are going to be in trouble. People just don't like elves. But then again, I feel like one of the biggest problems I have with elves in Warhammer Fantasy is they know they're good and they're cocky with it. Like, they're an equivalent to a really hot 10 out of 10 girl that knows she's really cute and just carries that with them, you know? They just carry that with them. Not a fan, you know? Be humble. We need a bit of humility up in here. And the elves are, like, so unbelievably... Like, they master everything they goddamn do. Like, they're good at everything. And that's the thing that's annoying. I'm actually going to reduce where I spread here. One of the biggest mistakes people typically use in ambushes is trying to do too much. Try and do as little as possible. Like, I'm going to focus on this section of the map and then transition upwards. If I were to have spread them all across everywhere, I would have a hard time actually finishing my dinner here. So it's important that I only go for the amount that I need to. Because we're going to start shooting instantly. But you'll see very quickly. We should take advantage of the situation. Because you'll see right now, I'm looking to ambush these guys. Routed you, routed you, routed you, routed you. Let's go with an overcast into here. Hey, Dan, good to see you, handsome. And look over here, and then you start skirmishing this way, move towards them, and you skirmish this way. We're waiting for the isolation because we're currently in position for that. But we're faster than everything here, but now we've got to be really careful and just take advantage of the fact that I know how the AI functions and works, so pull back over here. It looks kind of insane what I'm trying to do, but this is literally how you play skirmish armies and ambushes. So I'm doing inside of groups as well, because if I didn't do it in groups, then I guarantee the unit's pathing would break. And I don't want that. If you action with all of them at once, yeah, 100% you're gonna have some pathing issues there. So let's get Eshin, Snitch into side, assassinating Quan Ho. They only have bronze shields, so I'm not too worried about like fighting and firing in front of them. You run that way, you run this way, which means they'll filter that way, and these guys will get shots in from the back. They'll do some good back shots there. Attack the general. Go for cycle charge. Wait for the cast to go off and then cycle charge. Good. Looks like we're going to have to start cutting downwards, which means you go upwards. You're a summon, mull back. I've thrown. I've trolled. I could have done this without losing anybody. Like, genuinely, I could have done this without losing anybody, but I messed up. That's okay. It's been a minute since I've been playing this. Get into the rhythm of movement with it. God, Snitch is struggling to assassinate. Maybe I get rid of the banner that's on him. Because I think the banner is what's screwing him over. I need more ammunition for these lads. Dear God. Let's do one volley behind you and then move back. Perfect. Should route them there. I don't mind you running in. One thing I was really happy with is that my Snitch is dead-ass losing in melee. He's a goddamn assassin. He's getting his butt kicked by a random. Make that make sense, boys. Make that make sense. I definitely should be taking advantage of my summons more. That's okay. If I extended this fight out, it'd have been a little bit more effective, but that's okay. Let's go with melee mode there. Crazy. It's so insane to me that Snitch is like such an insanely potent duelist in lore, and he's just doing this. But it is RNG in fairness, in the end of the day. If you're not aware, the way that they calculate percentage attack chance is there's always a 35% base chance, plus your melee attack, minus the enemy melee defense. The lowest percentage chance you can always have, you always have to have at least 8% chance to hit. And the highest percentage chance is 92%. So you can never have a 100% hit chance. There's always an 8% chance to miss. So that's why oftentimes you'll often hear me say that you have diminishing returns. Same thing with armor. Armor has diminishing returns past 200 armor. And you may be asking, why, Battlesey? Why does it have diminishing returns? Well, statistically, armor on the lowest value percentage block chance, which is 0.5% chance on average, it blocks, I think, half a point of armor. Like half the damage. So 200 armor means near enough 100% or close to 100% reduction of damage of base weapon damage. Armor piercing obviously goes through it, but yeah, there's an RNG chance of, I think it's maybe it's 0.25. No, I have to go back to my video that I made on it. Yeah, it's 0.5, 0.75, and 1 damage per armor point reduction. And so when you look at it on the lowest end of it, 200 armor means, yeah, full resistances. And yeah, Dan, it's good to see you, man. It has been a minute. Other things that are good is dying. Anything elves are good at is dying, true. Well, it's why I often say that, you know, why do dwarves have axes? And simply put, because elves live in trees. Ooh, campaign movement range is probably going to be way better. I'm in data analytics. Data analytics is such a decent job to be in. That's off to you. Would I go towards the capital? That's the question. I am concerned about the storm that's coming. Let's go that. That's perfect. These guys should be able to defend for a while. Let's go with that building. Let's actually upgrade it. I'm actually keen for that. But then again, I'm going to want to upgrade these first, surely. Good to run a poison, interesting. But that means no armor piercing, which is not the vibe. So Death is faces Fubar, Dowie Axe. I mean, I truly love the dwarves so much. If you guys know me, you know I goddamn love dwarves. Made a video with a hit chance and armor stuff? I did indeed, matey. I certainly did, my friend. I mean, my YouTube channel was mainly dedicated around educational content. It's sort of how I made a niche. Generally, how I got, like, relative popularity on YouTube was purely, making short-form content. Like, I think I explained armor in under a minute. And I explained, like, everything around a minute time. So instead of having, like, a 20-minute video to describe it all, I explain it very quickly in, like, a minute. Being so handsome? Stop it, you. No, you. No, you. Are you merely, you know, reflecting what you see in the mirror, Dulfairs? Is that the situation there, mate? Am I a dwarven sympathizer? I wouldn't say I'm a dwarven sympathizer. I'm, you know, I'm a dwarf. Wait. The beastmen have demolished this. That means there's a new enemy on the new enemy afoot. Oh, I haven't seen him. So this is still Ultimate Crisis, by the way. So really soon we're expecting Ultimate Crisis. Almost makes me wonder if I should kill when I get the chance. Move down this way. If I hold spacebar down, we'll see when my land cuts off. So I'll stop replenishing. So here is when I stop replenishing. Can I reach this army? No. Then I'm fine with moving up. Look at the garrison, man. It's so insane. Such a beautiful garrison. I think I'm going to decline the upgrade of here. And then I'm going to go upgrade this one. The capacity of the chieftains. I don't mind the idea of that. So we got assassins and sorcerers. Wait. Has the building of it finished? It has. Do I get rid of my Eshin sorcerer specifically to recruit a priest? Like, do I honestly rate Eshin sorcerers that badly? They suck. But then again, Warp Stars is pretty good. I'd have to go into here to get another capacity. So that may be difficult. But I should be able to get to that point. Yeah, look at the garrison, man. It's going to be so insane. We're going to have many of fights around the area. Root magic straight up better. Oh, I 100% agree. Look at how many I can recruit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. It's turn 9. There's magic's throwing. But then again, I won't have any magic for these fights to come. So I'm going to have to do that. When I'm in a more comfortable position to replace them, I will. Make sure I'm at war with everybody still. I am. I'm just going to need a couple fights. My economy should start recovering nicely. 200 doesn't guarantee no damage. Well, you'd still have 1 damage at least, Spencer. You always have to do at least 1 base weapon damage. That's like the main thing with it. You always have to do at least 1 base weapon damage. Hey, Neurosis, how we doing, handsome? Battlesey boys, I should say rats. I mean, we are playing Skaven. But Neurosis, hope you're doing well, my man. Yeah, you always have to do at least 1 base weapon damage. Statistically. Right. Surely. Lost 81 still. That's crazy. Nice leadership in fighting humans. Is Dark Elves technically humans? Yeah, you'd think so, right? Hope I'm well too. Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks, matey. Appreciate you. I definitely need to get the rest of his quests. Musketeer. 100%. Look at the garrison, boys. Oh, they're elves. Valid. Valid. Okay, so we're going to start losing some of these settlements over this side, but that's okay. I'm okay with that one. I mean, we're setting such a nice basis of my settlements here. Ooh. All native to clan nations do not have additional recruitment costs. Get in there, lads. I can't afford a good rest of my units just yet. What's the cost? What's the price increases? So 120 to 160. I think for the cost, I don't think I can afford it. But I just need a few more good fights. A few more good fights under the belt. I mean, technically, I should probably do the quest battle now, lads. Don't think about it. Wait, is this going to be hard? Very well, could be difficult. I need to transition from having Night Runners to Gutter Runners. Did the devs confirm Chaos' Ultimate Crisis? I don't actually know, but they definitely should. Like I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I generally miss the Ultimate Crisis. Excuse me, the Chaos Crisis. And Dan, bit of both, matey. A bit of both. I swear in certain quest battles that I generally just don't remember. It always comes back to bite me.
No chance. From the shadows I will emerge. Ambush slay his patrols first. Make the thief easier.
Ambush slay his patrols first.
Yes.
Make the thief easier to kill. I don't think I remember this quest battle at all. Defeat traitorous Skaven forces. Eliminate patrol in the north. Eliminate patrol in the east. Let's go this side then. Let's kill the one on the east. We do have mortars on this side. I mean, looking at the army compositions, it doesn't look terribly scary. Globadiers are only 85 range. Very high chance we get a trailer this week. I actually would love for them to drop a trailer. One of the best things about being a content creator is when they release content. Boy, you can make content. You know what I mean? Let's run in an attack move there. Alright, you're gonna do a lot of damage to one of them, but that's about it. Yeah, it was a good chunk of damage. Well done. That's a decent chunk of damage. I'm kind of worried about my assassination abilities here. Yo,
Hello
Linux,
to my
you handsome
favorite
bugger.
dome brother Battlesey, Elu Battlesey, hyped botchi.
Much love to you, brother. Thank you very much for going above and beyond tier 2, man. Much love to you. Easy Gaming saved $55 on 2 games. That's big. Nice, man. Let's keep battering him. I think the smartest thing for me to do is stop shooting. So we can come for a single attack here. It's always good to get good deals. Guys, if you could play any game and forget it completely, what game would you want to replay again? What's the one game you would love to revisit as if you never played it before? Witcher 3, oh, such a banger. Elden Ring, Final Fantasy. Ooh. Dragon Age? Yeah, Dragon Age is really good games. That is for sure. Chrono Trigger. I'm surprised no like Baldur's Gates are coming in. EVE Online. Interesting. Wait, is EVE Online the game that has like hella expensive ships? Lego Rock Raiders. And that's a gamer. Dishonored. Love Dishonored. Absolutely banger of a game. What do you mean with League of Legends? I mean, I would happily... Nah, I actually... Me playing semi-professional League of Legends helped me a lot. Like, just in general. Like, I generally think me being a semi-professional League of Legends player gave me a lot of good life experience. Which sounds probably counterintuitive. But working in a really, really highly competitive environment helps you a lot. Sorry, Dark. Warcraft 3. That I can understand. Warcraft 3 is an insanely good game. After recently playing it for the first time, can confirm, banger. Also, I trolled by moving those up by themselves. Because wasn't it Warcraft 3 that spawned Dota? Or something like that? Like, I'm pretty sure that's like how it came around, if I'm not mistaken. It was? Yeah, I thought so. So it's kind of like etched in history. Go. God, skirmish armies is so savage. So this main army looks relatively powerful. Right. Time to defeat these pesky traitors. You shall perish. GTA 5. Dude, I can't wait for GTA 6. The one thing I really like about GTA 6 is the fact that they just haven't forced to release it to make money. They're legit just... They know it's going to be the biggest game of the year. Like, the biggest game of this... Maybe not the century, but it's going to be one of the biggest games that is released. And they're waiting until it's right. And I like that. Because they could have... They honestly could have been at GTA 20 by now, right? They genuinely could have gotten to that point. Metal Gear Solid... Oh, I love that, Paul 5. Some of the Metal Gear Solid games are really cool. GTA 5 makes so much money. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if the engine and things like that of that game is like hella outdated, and they make a new goddamn game, like they will print money. Honestly, when I started losing love of GTA 5, excuse me, was when you could get like rocket cars or like motorbikes and just fly around and shoot stuff. Then I was like, bruh. That's when I was like, I'm not a vibe with that. I do remember on GTA 5, like, near enough release when I was on my PC, a hacker was in my lobby and gave me loads of money. And so I bought as many cars as I could, and I never got penalized for it. Easy clap. Good times. Let me go with this little spinach. Cheeky little spinach should absolutely smoke them. Good. Alright, let's move towards getting in melee here. Want to shut down these slingers as much as possible. Yeah, it's good that they really struggled against skirmishy type stuff. Because they're just going to keep trying to run away because they're both designated to be skirmish. Yeah, this fight was a lot easier than I remember. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run towards these Death Runners. Oh, they're Death Runners! God damn! No wonder they were, like, chewing up my units. But then again, Death Runners, like, kind of... Death Runners sort of have the same problem that Slayers have, in that they're really good against really elite infantry, but they're also equally really, really, kind of, like, okay against low-tier infantry. Because they have such low armor. So they suffer from success from a perspective of being exceptionally potent at killing everything. But you should never let them trade against low-tier infantry. Because if you do, they'll just die very quickly. Similar with Slayers, right? Very similar with Slayers. I'm surprised he's skirmishing the way he is. Making it like super, super easy to take a lot of damage on him. I should be able to go into hidden mode in a second. And I can loop around and try and assassinate him once he's run away from me. Nice. Just need to look for escalations here. That's all we're looking for. Was Druki Elfthings? Oh, there's Elgi. For a second I thought it was Malice and I was scared. No matter they die too. Oh, thank God the Medusa's been nerfed recently. Dead ass? That would have been so painful. Against a non-nerfed Medusa, that would have been brutal. Because, yeah, the Medusas did a lot of damage. Terrifying goddamn unit. Hey, Soup, what's up, handsome? Yeah, let's see what we can do here. How's the challenge going? So far, so good. The Ultimate Crisis hasn't yet kicked in, but we already managed to get ourselves a tier 5 settlement turn 6, excuse me. So from a perspective of where we should be and where we're at, I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm relatively pleased with where I've got myself into this position of the campaign. Wait, did I turn off fire at will? Oh, some of them took it off. And Tokyo, I didn't, matey, no. I had no idea that occurred. As I have been completely out of it when it comes to content in general. Like, I myself haven't really been posting. Thanks for the hydro, homie. Was that Medusa that strong? Yes. It had insane anti-infantry damage and anti-large damage. And they tuned it down from killing, like... I could kill everything, basically. That was the reason it was so strong. Right, what we're going to do... Let's finish these death runners off. Move you over here. Move you over here. Once those death runners route, I'm going to reposition run around. There you go. Alright, the smartest gamer move I can do right now is this. Get every single one of my units running to the side. Grabbing all of them, and then stopping their fire at will. And then now, what I'm going to do is completely move around, and then look to attack. Look at the damage of the Medusa there. Terrifying. Since the Medusa is so unbelievably squishy... Actually, do you know what? They're giving me a window of opportunity here. The game has blessed me. God damn Medusa, man. I'm gonna run to the side. I can't fight the Medusa, unfortunately. I don't think, like, if I was full HP, I might be able to, but... Right, they're kind of letting me move up now. We'll take advantage of this. I'm gonna go for it now, actually, I think. So since Bleak Swords have insanely good shields... Ah, shoot, most of them are melee. Good news is we can sneak in here. We don't have immune psychology, that's kind of scary. Should be able to get a lot of damage there. I'm relatively confident that Medusa's going to struggle a little bit to attack Snitcher. That's why you always want to like surround units as much as you possibly can do. And the reason for that is splash damage is a thing. So in this situation, the Medusa's going to have an exceptionally difficult time doing a lot of damage to Snitch because of the fact that a lot of their damage is going to be splashed. What I mean by that is, splash damage is basically a mechanic that effectively makes it so instead of hitting one unit with all your might, it splits a lot of that damage into however many your splash target is. So, for example, I think Grimgor's an example where he has a splash target of like 6 or something around that because he's a medium splash. Like duelists have low splash targets, and that's the reason why they're considered duelists. But in this situation, Oh, we're losing a couple of troops running. In this situation, the Medusa has like maybe 4, I would say, between 4 and 5 splash targets. And so even if the Medusa landed a hit on Snitch, it'd be like a quarter of the damage. Which is the reason why it's not bad. Let's get a Snitch over here to deal with you. We can probably take advantage of all the ones in the miscellaneous. I'm actually intrigued to see how much damage you've done. Okay, that's like nothing. Garrett the Thief, you absolute rascal. Let's run that direction because we're just going to do a lot of friendly fire otherwise. These guys are only effective when you're really close to them. You have to be so unbelievably close for it not to friendly fire like crazy, and especially since we're Eshin, we'll do a lot of damage. Gotta be careful. You move out of the way of that. So this is perfect scenario right now. Jesus, take up dinner first, lad. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire on us there. A little bit. Wait, she just knocked us on our bum. Who is she? Mara Dark Path. Well then. She managed to... Some random wizard managed to knock Snitch on his bum. That's kind of embarrassing, but that's okay. Kind of embarrassing low-key, but we'll let it slide. Let one of them chase. We just need one person chasing. And then we're going to go murder this guy. And then we'll move this side. Because I want to make sure that he's in isolation now. Okay, if 3 of them chase, it literally doesn't matter. And the general's dead. You gotta play it. Death Runners are a number. Yeah, man, Night Runners and just in general, like, good runners and Night Runners are so good. Hey, mama. Since he's an assassin, like he's a hybrid unit, he'll struggle to fight. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, the second I got on top of him, since he's a hybrid specific unit, he has stat line's actually reasonable. Generally, that was actually a pretty decent stat line. Yeah, we lost a lot of troops. We had to fight a lot of stuff. I think we barely scraped out of that one. Yeah, some of them got some really good values. Whoever was like hitting like high priority targets, obviously their damage gold value will reflect it. No dehydration, thank you, Soups. Okay. Let's go with the experience. The healing, sorry. Right, we got his ability. Had to get his armor there. Because the pair is really nice. An additional success chance of 15% to assassinate. I think the only problem with... Ooh, Clan Moors has been spotted now. Well.
Careful how you...
How the hell did we spot those? Since it's a tough campaign, Trublance, do you think so? We're currently playing a This is Total War. Ultimate Crisis turn, like, between 10 and 20. You must provide a message for this reward. What's a good fact, then? Let's give you a random fact. Wow. The Mali Emperor, Mansa Musa, was so rich that while on a pilgrimage to Mecca, he gave away so much gold it caused an economic crisis. Wow. Like, imagine being that generous that you cause an economic crisis. That's mad. Alright, conceal them for inventory speed. Scouting. Once this is upgraded, we'll be able to get some priests in. So let's start getting some chieftains. Actually, we probably should get some assassins. Honestly, low-key, like, assassins are pretty good.
Silent killer, yes. Clan-etching, assassinating.
Wait, can you recruit assassins anywhere? I'm assuming you can. Would make sense. Do I be more... Yeah, I feel like I should be more... Like, the immune psychology is terrible because of the fact that they can get access to... the Bonebreaker. Wow, it doesn't actually give them fear. Terror, excuse me. It just gives them fear. Which is actually fairly surprising. This camera angle's insane work. What do you mean? My camera angle game is perfect. I mean, I think everybody has vastly disliked my camera angle situation. It always is amusing. Ooh, replenish troops might be nice inside of it. Maybe we have one inside of our army. What trait are you? Perceptive? Yeah, keen. Let's go with health. Alright, you can be just call him army, otherwise I'll forget.
Master engineer.
Ooh, training is going to be really nice as well. So I'm going to go melee defense, because it's always more effective than armor. You need to change the camera angle to confuse everybody. I mean, I generally, like... Genuinely, with my stream, the #1 complaint I always get is my camera angle. Then again, people don't complain that much. People rarely complain, in fairness. Alright, hopefully the Ultimate Crisis kicks in soon. Because it should be in the next 10 turns. I tried to make it bug to be turn 10, but it didn't work. There's a little bit of RNG that I can't really help. So I think we need to get the gutter runners in here. Wait, does the poison variant of it have armor piercing as well? Not sure. I don't have any buildings for it. I know I do. Oh, it is armor piercing. What's the price difference? Not that bad. Random crises or specific? All of them. 200% on all of them. So we're doing a This is Total War, turn 10 Ultimate Crisis. I'm hoping, like I said, it's going to spawn soon. You love my camera angle, True Brunts? That's what's up. That's what's up. Any game crisis you prefer? Good question, actually. One of my favorite... Some of my favorite Ultimate Crises are like the Tomb King's one. Hey, good night, Dark. Take care, bud. The Tomb King one. Love that Ultimate Crisis. Wow. Yeah, my army is really battered. This is kind of a worry. I should have been a little bit careful inside in the quest battle. I heard that some heroes can get a trait with immune psychology, but then they get it by default, like Emperor Witch Hunger for example. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, it'd be nice if they didn't get that specific trait. And it instead gives them something that's more applicable. But yeah, Ultimate Crisis, the Tomb King one I really like because, I mean, here's like the cheesy way you can finish campaigns really quickly. If you set a specific crisis off, and then make it like 10% or 20%, you can end campaigns really quickly by doing that. If you were going for the achievements, that is. The Dwarf campaign, the Dwarven Ultimate Crisis, I hate. And the reason I hate the Dwarven Ultimate Crisis is purely because of the fact that it takes so long to beat them. Like, I have a video, or one of the streams that I did, where I kid you not, I had a Dwarf unit on 1 health, and it had like 60 leadership still. And I was like, God damn, you stubborn buggers. And they were like,
No shaming your ancestors, darling brethren.
And it's like, fair enough. He doesn't want to shame his ancestors, I get that. One thing to remember is never shave your ancestors. And that is sacrilege. So the Battle of the Beards happened. But I think one thing that made me a little bit sad, but it's an in-game limitation more than anything, is the Vermintide specific crisis. I would much prefer if that specifically gave them a ton and tons of armies. Like, I would much prefer that, personally. But you can only attack with 4 armies. Right? So, it's just an in-game limitation. Like, a Vermintide in my head is like a ton of rats. But you can only have 4 armies at once. So, I get it. I'm a little concerned how Ashen's going to do this. All enemies in range. -4 leadership, -10 melee defense. It's actually kind of cracked now. I'm a little bit afraid I'm gonna get like absolutely surrounded here. Let me start throwing out some sacrifice summons. I want to hit them like hard and fast as soon as they come in. I think we're actually a little bit too close. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at it, I think I'm generally way too close. Yeah, because they're gonna get a really nice surround on me. Thankfully, they're peasants, so we should be okay. As long as I now pull them back to this side, I should be absolutely more than fine. Just grab all my dudes, and then run this side. And the summon's going to come in on whatever I can see that's most effective. I'm going to cast this on it, because I might as well kill as many as I can while I'm here. Make a little runaway. Really nice little summon cheeky here, though. So my summoned units and my garrison units, send those boys in. You know what I mean? Get him in there. Not of my concern. Might as well cast when I get the chance to. Sucks. Yeah, I kind of allowed myself to get wrapped around, which was really not smart. Which lodge the most hype for the upcoming DLC? Probably Ogres, because I'm really hoping that they fix so many of the problems that Ogres have. Yeah, I honestly have misplayed this fight massively. I went more of a traditional approach to, like, fighting them, and obviously that doesn't really function in a skirmish army. Yeah, it doesn't translate very well. Where's the Lords? But I should, in theory, be able to start looking in isolation here. Let's keep moving. I can't overcast, which is a sad thing, because if I overcast, I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose a lot of units. Or my mage will die. Like, I'm relatively certain if I overcast, my mage will die. But nice, we're getting a little bit of a point of entry here. I'm going to try and keep cycle charging here. These archers are in isolation, so let's take advantage of that. Let's send all the garrison units in here. I think it's really important that I put the garrison units in situations that they can sponge a lot of the pressure. Because for group 3, let's start pushing back now. Let's go with the AoE ability of my hero. Yeah, look at that. It's a tasty amount of damage, man. Weeping Blade and Cloak of Shadows is really effective against low armor, low leadership units like these guys. See if I can get a cheeky hit over here. Yeah, they're just sort of ignoring me. Just big dub. Oops. Stopped paying attention for a split second there. Nice. I mean, the thing I'm happy about here is I have nicely recovered from a really stupid mistake, which is good. I'm going to actually take a little note of the battlefield, and I'm going to say something over here actually makes the most sense, surprisingly. Because they've blobbed up really, really nicely for me. Let's get one little consolidated volley here. And pull them back. Of course, I've got concealment bombs on everybody. Is it only... Yeah, wow, I do. I have concealment bombs on all of them. That is so tasty. So let's turn them around and let them shoot. Really important, you give them a chance to shoot. But what about you, Potato Salad? Good to see you, buddy. Who are you most looking forward to? I'm just, like, honestly, I remember Ogres when they were really OP. Like, Warhammer 3 release, Ogres were super OP, and I'm just looking forward to seeing them back to the light that they used to be. Like, I want to see them as strong as they used to be. And I think new units will really give them a lot of life. Because it's unfortunate that they took a lot of life away, you know? But have camp movement. Yeah, I think as long as they, like, take Black Arcs as an example and sort of make them around Black Arcs, like, or similar to a Black Arc, I don't think they'll go far wrong. I don't think they'll go far wrong. Alright, that archer's so far away. Yeah, I can't fight Jade Warriors. Black Arcs can take settlements. I mean, you can take elements of it, but not all of it, right? I definitely think. Do you snipe from this? No. Like taking settlements, I don't agree with. But I think moving, being mobile, I think was good. Love that they fix greases. Here's the sad thing is, right? I think anytime you've got like a lord that's on like a mount similar to greases, his hitboxes will always be really janky. And I can put money on the fact that it would probably take a lot of resources to fix that mess. Because there'll be like crazy hitboxes and stuff that will be really, really awkward to fix, I bet. Take Fire at Will off for a second. But I agree. I know there's a mod that makes Greases into a normal tyrant, which I think is going to be, it is like a plaster fix, but in lore, Greases, like, he does go around on the thing that he's on. So you can't really, like, it's the balance between lore and, you know, playability. And you've always got to be careful. So I think Eshin Magic's not so good. I think Eshin Magic kind of reminds me of Rune Magic, in that there's one spell in the Warp Stars that's actually pretty good. Like, the Warp Star is actually a really good spell. And it's super cheap, and it's very effective. Nice. All of them have just gone fully invisible, unspottable. Can I overcast this? No. 35%, I guarantee it overcasts. Guarantee it. We experimented last night with Greases and the Fire Mage, and it did not work. Yo, Coastal Corn, thanks for the raid on the YouTube, man. I appreciate you, bud. Hope you had a fantastic stream, my dude. I hope you have a fantastic stream. Hey, Disruptor, welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing well. Sup? Hey, guys, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing well. Hi, Raiders. Hey, everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday thus far, and I hope you guys have a good weekend as well. We're currently attempting turn 10 Ultimate Crisis. This is Total War Eshin at the moment. And, yeah, we're finding ourselves in a bit of a pickle. What is this mod? There's no mod. No mods currently in play at the moment. Let's avoid those for now. But we've got a really good opportunity to take some damage here. Sarek, you always disapprove. What's your melee attack? 50, so he's got a 20% odd chance to hit me. Yeah, I'll take those odds. 20% is not that good. It's late hit? Yeah, no worries, man. Have a fantastic sleep, my dude, and take care of yourself. Thank you for hanging out. Alright, let's move around here. Pull back over there. I am going to be a little bit worried about being hit from behind. That's fine, though. Right, now, what we can do is force them to be shot at. Once we've murdered you, just need to skirmish him again. Wait, am I going to have to just use my ability to get this guy killed? Oh my goodness. I think honestly, it does feel like Snitch struggles to like finish his dinner a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm not going to lie, he does feel like he struggles to finish his dinner a little bit. There we go. As we call him out on it, of course he does it. The second we call him out on it, he instantly is fine. And lands the last decisive strike. Nice. I honestly think maybe 1 or 2 hits into this Lord and he's just gone. The battle's over. The only balance of power on the battlefield is this guy. 1 hit. How many is it? 2? How many hits do we need for army loss bonus? 2. Yeah. Nice. I hope you're back now. Ice, I most certainly am, my friend. And it's a pleasure to be back too. It is an absolute pleasure to be back as well. I appreciate all the love. I mean, I honestly, it's one of those things where as a streamer, it sounds silly, but you get worried that you're going to get forgotten about. Which sounds silly. But I'm very lucky in that so many wholesome hunks are hanging out. So many wholesome hunks are coming back and saying hello, and I appreciate it. Also, say hello to my pupper. Say hello to the pupper, guys. She's back at it yet again. Wanting a little bit of attention. You know, she needed her attention per every hour or so. I'm hopeful we didn't lose any units. Wow, we didn't. That is wild. We didn't lose any units. This one we're expecting to lose. That's fine. All communities crash out, stream takes a break. Yeah, no, I know a streamer that happened as well. And that was why I was really worried. Ooh, Warps and Armor is pretty good. It's snowing? It is indeed. Oh, did you guys see that big yawn? I don't know if you did. Now that was a big yawn. It's so funny that, like, dogs, like, they're yawning and, like, huffing and puffing as if their lives are bad. This dog gets away with murder, and she just naps all day and eats, like, some of the best food. I went to a pub with her recently, and, like, she got, like, steak, scallops, chips. She got a bit of everything. She was loving life. Alright, let's chuck this assassin inside the army. Let me walk up to this army, and then backspace before we attack it. This right here is one of the most effective ways to stop a unit running away. Do we think we can ambush this? 100%? Yeah, should be able to. I was going to say, you can't retreat from ambushes. Banner of Verminous Scurrying. So there's a second one we've got of that. Let me force march over here. Let me move these assassins over. Do we think we can ambush them at 100%? I mean, technically that could fail. I mean, the ironic thing is that could have failed. You say that, but that generally could have failed. Because you have a minus 15% chance on your stance. So, on a technicality, Disruptor, that was possible to fail. If we bring the technicalities into it. We can afford we can afford more units now, so let's get some good runners in. So we're gonna have to defend this settlement. It's only tier 1, so I don't mind. Can I do any shadowy dealings? Can I stop someone from moving? Ooh, income would be a big one, but not right now. Grants an artillery for a settlement. I feel like when you ascend to the next one, you get options to do that. Do we yoink an artillery? Ooh, do I chill for 2 turns? Is it worth it? I think I kind of have to. Man, if Ultimate Crisis kicks in now, though, I'm boned. But I think I can do it. I think it's the right call, if I'm honest. I think it's the right call. So what we can do is let's get some man-killers. I'm fine with that. Might make sense to level up my army assassin. Terror is not terrible. Oops. Let's go into Fear Warp Blinding. I don't mind that at all. Replenishment. I think we have to be level 10, is it? Level 8? Level 10. To go tier 3 on that one. But replenishment is going to help a lot. This guy will defend against everything on this side. My capacity is now 125, so we technically could get another tier 5. What is it, Dowie Brethren? A rat campaign?
Do not shield your ancestors, Dowie Brethren. Do not be fooled by what you see on the screen, Vitax. For it is simply a Zinchian trick. For you see, Skaven do not exist. Silly manling. Silly manling. Thinking I'm playing a Skaven campaign. They don't exist. Good old manlings.
We are the rats. Right, okay. Let's settle the debate once and for all, boys. It's time to settle the debate once and for all. Type uno wano in the chatto if you're a dwarven lover. Type 2 if you're a filthy rat lover. 1 if you're a dwarf guy. 2 if you're a Skaven guy. Right, mods, quickly ban all the 2s. Ban all the 2s. Get on the 2s. Get on the 2s. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Mods, 2s. 2s in the chat. There's 2s. I mean, I like Skaven. Don't get me wrong. I like Skaven. Wow, we are losing a lot of settlements. It's a good job we consolidated our forces when we did. Hey, Afiro, good to see you, man. So, mainly 1s in the chats. Mainly 1s in the chats. I am a big fan of Skaven as a whole. But I think it's fair for me to say that the representation of Skaven we have now and the representation of Skaven we had in Warhammer 2 are vastly different. It's like apples and oranges. You cannot compare the two. Like, you generally can't compare the two. Because Skaven inside of Warhammer 2 were like one of the biggest elements of power creep. Like, I honestly would say that I think that was probably one of the biggest involvement of power creep.
Silent killer, yes, yes. And good something to kill
Like, yeah, the power creep was nuts. I mean, technically, we probably could still expand here. Wei Jin could become... No, we need another settlement to get another Wei Jin to level 5. And what about the Elgi? We don't talk about the Elgi. Nah, I don't mind. Like, I like Imrik. Purely because of his lore. Out of all the High Elves, I actually don't mind Imrik. Like I said, purely because of his lore. I really dislike most High Elves. Because they know they're better than everybody, and I hate that. Ooh, I'm running out of money here. Let's force march back over here. Mate, if we get attacked now, we are so screwed. But I need to do this to stop the Dark Elves from pushing them in territory too much. I need to lick our wounds a wee bit more. I think we're one turn away, maybe? From getting action back. Snitch. Yeah. Next time we'll get it back. When have we got level 2 of this bad boy? Because then we get another Plague Priest in there. So we're between 8 turns until Ultimate Crisis spawning out. Sorry guys, I need to sweep my... Oh my goodness. Do you guys remember when I said that if we get caught right now, we're in a lot of trouble? Do you guys remember when I said that? Do you guys remember when I said that if we got caught right now, we'd be in a lot of trouble? What level's okay, level 9, that's fine. What's the map like? Not great. I mean, Loki himself is in force march. This is going to be tough. I mean, losing this fight is actually not that bad. I know that sounds like pure copium. That definitely sounds like copium. Hey, Chocolate Rain, good to see you, buddy. That sounds like so much copium, me saying it doesn't matter if I lose this fight. Because, I mean, technically, I don't really lose too much. My army is actually quite low tier. I'm going to have to play really well, though. It's a shame I don't have any of the bonuses for my units, though. Dude, we only have 10 ammunition. We're so cooked. Like, actually, we're so cooked. It's insane. Because I don't have all the bonuses from, yeah, I don't have any of the bonuses from, Here is probably the worst loss. Honestly, the Eshin Mage is going to be replaced anyway. Let's think about this one. We have 11 summons. We can use a lot of summons here. I mean, technically, if I deployed over here, we may be able to just take advantage of the space that we build ourselves. Play it like a skirmishy game, not firing. It's my hero. Okay, let's see. It's all melee. You want to mount? Yes, you are. Okay, we can focus on her then. I think the biggest problem will be the fact that I'm in. Ooh, if I look at this, I would say the reinforcements are going to start. Here. Okay, that's okay. If they let me, if they're allowing me to have time, I'll take it. Like actually, they're giving me so much free time right now. Since we use these guys to distract them, they're giving me so much time. So I'm gonna wait. Let's see how we can play this out. Okay. Right. 33 speed. Yeah, we can run them around. So summon here, and we need to look to shoot from behind. That's basically what we're gonna try and do. Oh, it's Flock of Doom. Graded. Wow. Who's the one that's casted on? Gotta run away from each other. Really important to run away. I think it's this target, so you don't hit anymore. You don't hit anymore. Good. You run in, reposition, 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 reposition. Good. Shoot from behind, real quick. ASAP, get volleys in there behind. And that's how we take advantage of it. We just give a second over here. Shoot ASAP into here. That's a summon, so I'm okay with it. Now we count back. We need to get some casts off here. Gonna overcast because I just need the damage. I need as much damage coming out as possible, as fast as possible. Let's transition around and move around this way. Let's do the shift movement. Let's group all of these guys, apart from these guys, apologies. So group 3, let's start shooting low kill out. The assassin can be the guy that distracts. God's sake, I hate that they do this. They always run forward to attack. Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Keep it up. Let's reprioritize who we're fighting. It's getting a bit sloppy, which is not ideal. I need them as stacked as possible. Maybe I can filter them this way a little bit, with that summon coming in. Pull them this way. Okay, move around here. My mage is already routed, feels good man. Cast right there. Let's see if we can start filtering out some good casts. Group 3 needs to start cutting. Run down that way. Who's shooting us? Black Arc Corsairs, that's fine. We should actually win out here, but they'll do all the DPS to us, unfortunately. Now this is not ideal that the Lord is surrounded. Need another summon on top of him ASAP. Around top of the hero. Yeah, dealing with the threat of terror. We have to kill anyone with terror very quickly. Mage looks like he's coming back, but honestly it's not too bad if he doesn't. I need to like make sure I'm casting as effectively as possible here. Honestly, it's friendly firing here, but they've already routed, it's fine. Okay. Not having a actual killing threat is really brutal here. So I have no one that can go toe-to-toe against Loki. And obviously he's a really, really good duelist. I think now let's try and run away for a little bit. Damn it, I misclicked that, so let's run towards it. I wanted to cancel the cast, but that's okay. Well, let's take stock of what we have left. I think my lord just needs to keep casting over this side. My mage is going to be routing that way, which is fine. Let's get fire at will on now. We just need to do damage. We just need to do as much damage as we can. I really hope these guys don't run off the map. It looks like they can't, because that area, you can't run off of it. So hopefully they give me a chance to recover that. We actually have done a lot of damage with our proper mage here, but it's a shame we don't have a hero mage. Hey Eric, good to see you, handsome. Man, that sucks. They're actually focusing, firing, and attacking here. I suspect a lot of my units will actually come back. Right, so the ultimate goal here now is to keep moving and get my hero out. I really hope we don't lose the mage. Oh my god, you absolute ledge. Came back at the cusp of running away. Same for you guys, same for you. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Same for you. Nah, these guys are too close. Shame. Because of the entities were so staggered, that's why they didn't come back. Right, let's try and take point of what we're looking at. These guys are a bit of a problem. Nice, one of the assassins murdering you. Keep making sure we're murdering. You run this way. You guys need to run this way. I'm going to summon you right on here to stop them from chasing you, otherwise you're going to be in trouble. We need to completely reconvene over the middle side of the map now. That's so beautiful. Let's get as close as we can to take advantage of this. Take skirmish mode off. I'm literally going to move them basically as melee range as I can. Crap. I need to get this cast off and then run. Because they avoid bombardments. Beautiful cast. You death mage? Yeah, one of them is a death mage. Hopefully they have enough magic. Keep shooting into the back of them. Keep skirmishing. Do you know what? Don't hate the idea of volleying into Loki right now. Don't hate the idea of it, but dislike the fact that we're missing so much. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Enter City, thank you so much for the raid, man. I really do appreciate it, buddy. Hope you had a fantastic stream. We are in a really, really cooked situation right now. I'm in force march, and I'm fighting two armies. We're doing a This is Total War, Turn 10 Ultimate Crisis. And I'm trying my best to salvage a really bad situation. I had already told my chat that if we lose, it's a good thing, because I can get good units again. But yeah, welcome in, guys. Hope you're all doing wonderful. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday thus far. And then could you give a shout out to the wonderful Intensity as well? If you guys don't know who he is, definitely check him out. Fantastic streamer. And good friend of the channel. Okay, good damage over here. Have a good team. Thanks, Ed. Take care, man. Have a good rest of your day, matey. How am I going to salvage this one, boys? It's a shame we never got to assassinate the mage. I really, really wanted to do that. Yeah, the assassins aren't be good in the melee now. Right, how can I filter them towards me? Nice, good kills and okay, really good damage. Right, you're the one that's casted, so run away from the rest of my troops. Always pay attention to the one that's casted on. So I can promise you, it'll save a lot of health overall. Right, nice. Loki is really weak, actually. So how do I filter them into one direction? How do I filter them into, like, a really tight corner? So I can get some really good casts off. I think we just corner camp here, I guess. So I think we kind of have used all our ammunition. Alright, screw it. This is like the last-ditch effort. I think this is the only play that I have. I think this is generally the only good play that I have left. It's corner camp, and then just pray to God that we can kill them with magic. Any priority targets here? Yes, casting this here to get my mage over. We have multiple casts. We got like 6+ casts, so we're like absolutely chilling from that. From a perspective of being able to use ability. I need my lord there as well to make sure to keep the leadership. And I'm not going to be greedy at all with my casts. I can't be. Pull you over as well. I just can't be greedy. If I see anything, like if I see more than one unit stacked, I'm going to cast into it. Like actually, that's how kind of how desperate the situation is right now. Like dead ass, if I see multiple units stacked, I'm just going to cast. Oh my goodness. I think you're losing a lot of ammunition, which is good for me. Most of the stuff is like, that's one range unit, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's a couple range units. Not ideal, but is what it is. This summons purely to get this mage in the corner. Ah, dude, look at the leadership already. I didn't really see any other way of surviving this one. Is that Amulet Menacey? It is. I think we could have done a lot more damage, but it is... I think the not killing Loki is the thing that sucks the most. I mean, the good news is we can actually... We've got a tier 5 settlement, so we can get a good amount of our units back. Yeah, I just think the unfortunate thing is without Eshin, because we're doing the goddamn... What's it called? Deal thing. And now they're like his unique mechanic. We're doing his unique mechanic. Where I'm going to do some dealing stuff. Shadowy deals, I think it's. So we don't have Eshin right now. Oh, we don't have Snitch. So we're going to be putting it in the tier 5 settlement we have. So yeah, we're in a This is Total War turn 10 Ultimate Crisis. Or turn 10 between 20. Between turn 10 and 20. But Kunlan is our tier 5 settlement. Oh, Mingzhu is just been taken. That means Zaming's nearby. Oh, how's Enticity's campaign going? I know he's doing... excuse me, I know he's doing the... no recruitment... no military buildings, right? How's his campaign going, guys? Let's have a look. So, we're going to replace this guy. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so we literally just lost our main army, and now the Ultimate Crisis is kicked in. We may be cooked. We may be a little bit cooked. Let's think about how we want to deploy our army.
Master engineer.
I think I need Plague. I think I need Plague Magic. Yeah, we could go hero stacks, low-key though. I don't have the poison variant. Has a way to extract water from stone. That man does. That man does. Right, Sorcerer. Big. Poison attacks. I think... Cunning. Level 4 to begin with is really nice, because that gives us double Vermintide. Okay, so now that's a front line. Now that gives us a bit of a front line to play with. And it also gives us Chieftain. Let's assassinate you. Unless anybody in here. Yeah, let's get rid of the Death Mage. Through failure we learn. Always in failure we learn. A Chaos Dwarf Invasion Tunnel. I think this is going to get very spicy very quickly. If I get a chance to lick my wounds, we should be okay. I am probably going to have to give up this settlement, Zingpo, and then run towards my main army. Oh, there's another army I've got to declare war on. Oh, of course, Vermintide has happened now, so there's... I've met so many factions. It's going to take me so long to go through this one. It's going to take me so long to declare war on everybody. I need to use the mod that Entity uses to declare war and everything. My life would be so much easier right now. How many factions do I have to declare war on? Not that many.
There is no wish.
So that was a twofer right there. That was nice. That one hit. It was the twofer because of the ally. Okay. I think the Ultimate Crisis is like a blessing and a curse in that it opens up the map so much. But the good news is the area that I'm around, I have very, very, very good chance to defend myself because of the ambushing. But high tier stuff with really, really good shields, I will struggle. I'm going to struggle a little bit against it. Okay, all the greenskins now. Interesting that some of them have spawned crisis armies but haven't declared war on me. As it is an ultimate crisis, so you'd expect all of them to declare war. But it seems that some of the minor factions don't actually get that many units. But then again, it's comparative, right? So they probably do get some armies, but since like everybody else has so many armies, in comparison to them, it's quite low. Alright, let's get through this. Good old Imric. Imric, by the way, the GOAT. He is by far my favorite high elf by such a long way as well.
Ready yourself for...
Hey, D3023 select. One time I was playing with a friend. When the Ultimate Crisis popped up in the Greenskin area, she used the Eshin Ultimate ability to nuke it with Rebellions. My PC crashed. I'm not surprised. That's like army spawning on army spawning. Like, I think the game has a limitation to how many units can be in a certain area at once. God damn, this is so many factions I'm at war with now. I've just lost my main army. But then again, like I said, it wasn't that good of an army. So I'm not that beaten up about it. Why do I still hear rattling sounds? You can never truly uproot the Skaven. Skaven can never truly be uprooted. You merely just delay it. You merely just delay the inevitable. Also, sorry about this, guys. I am gonna I should have gotten the console. If I use a console mod as well, it would have been made so much easier. Like, dead ass, the last, like, 5 minutes is just going to be me declaring war and stuff. I thought the Ultimate Crisis declared war on everybody for you. Evidently not. This is boring to watch. I know, my friend. I apologize. But my beautiful face surely helps out. I mean, honestly, we're pretty damn close now. Isn't there a mod for this? There is. There is indeed, but I really underestimated how many people I'd have to declare war on. And it's a little bit more authentic, you know. Me actually going and actively declaring war on all of them myself, it means more, you know. Strike while the iron's hot. Join wars for money? No. I mean, honestly, would be the genuine vibe. It would generally be the vibe because I need money. Just the Humies now. Lads, just the Humies are left. Just the Humies are left. Don't worry, boys.
Deliver your missive.
Just the Humies now. I mean, this is very Eshin. I want them to know I'm fighting them, you know? I don't want a mod to do that for me. Yeah, I've got 9 gold remaining.
Do not waste my time with.
And I'm trying to recruit my main army.
A snake.
Oops. Don't worry, Cetra. I'm not going to forget about you, bud. I will not forget about you, buddy. God, how many factions have I just declared war on? The list is bountiful.
Speak. I will hear you now.
Oh my god, you're right. I can just click this. Okay, I'm at war with everybody now. Okay, big. Now I can end the turn. Okay. So. We do have the tier 5 settlement that we managed to salvage. I think very quickly, a lot of things are going to come and attack us. Which is the concern. So if we can survive and turtle a little bit, we have a chance. Man, so many of the so many factions right now will have so many armies. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. The AI is more difficult now. It is. And it definitely does show. The AI increases if difficulties definitely shows. Could have made the unit mechanic use food only. That is interesting, yeah. I think food definitely should be more integral to the campaign. How do you guys feel about the ability to get really high tier settlements? Like really easily. Oh my god, dear god, no. Nice, at least we've got some free experience here. Okay. Getting a plague priest experience is going to be good as well. Yeah, you can seriously tell, like, the AI really, really hits home. Right, I'm going to try and spec him up to be more of a duelist now. I think they could retreat in the beast path, if I'm not mistaken. 3 Cygors is nothing to laugh at, though. Oh, we ambushed, nice. That's fine with me. Yeah, that would have been an absolute freebie. We'll take the money. Okay. Resuming, commencing licking wounds. I just don't think I can justify the poison. Can I justify the poison, guys? I mean, the price difference is not that much. Is it literally just the fact that they're poison and that's it? You can't friendly fire poison anymore, can you? If I'm not mistaken, like, you can't apply poison onto your own troops. They took away that contact effect, which is going to help a lot. Let's get a melee attack. Seems like a nerf cover. Right. Now, this is looking better. This is looking better now. Alright, let's try and assassinate this mage. Like, Loka's army, like, it's trash. Alright, there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Love to see that. Assassinate this guy now. Kill. Yes, yes. My more of a training or spread control training for sure. Like, I would, I've got a, I specifically have this chieftain in the army for training. As we desperately need to upgrade my army because I don't have very high tier units anymore. Right, so now we're turtling. Yeah, I should witness how much you don't care about your troops. True. I want them to know that I don't give a damn. Right, we're going to lose another settlement, but now we're in a position where we can start fighting back. Which I'm happy with. Hey, some more. I haven't played Warhammer in a while. I vaguely remember Skaven income building having some sort of meme description along the lines of "No need money, we're just trolling others." Makes sense. Hey, Marco. We're currently doing a Ultimate Crisis. This is Total War as Eshin, and I think he arguably starts in one of the worst positions for it, as I'm literally surrounded by so many people. And Crisis kicked off very, very, very early on. I think the problem that Eshin has is, like, their early game is so fantastic, but it very quickly becomes garbage against high-tier units, and Ultimate Crisis puts you against high-tier units very quickly. Like, Eshin is the epitome of, like, really, really good early game faction, but then very much falls off. I really wish that Chaos Invasions existed. Like, I really miss Chaos Invasions. Like, I like it. I like the premise of, you know, having the ability to do crises, but I think the Warhammer 2 Chaos Invasion was so good. What about Malachi to Total War? I think Malachi wouldn't struggle that much, purely because of the fact that you have access into a lot of fighting. And normally you want to fight stuff a lot. Like, fighting a lot is really good. Ah, here he is. Here he is. Do you have any heroes, matey? No. So, we have the first Ultimate Crisis around me. I honestly think the smartest thing for me to do is just to hang around here and try and hold. It's a shame that my traits are really bad. I think logically speaking, I don't hate killing Loki. Just get him out of the way. Cunning is great. Yeah, valid. Cunning is really good. Because of the amber success chance. Yeah, grab that. Wait. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I recruited something and I can't afford it. Double Vermintide. I think I already have a Cunning League Priest. I think I got pretty lucky. Yeah, I did. Does it stack? If that bad boy stacks, I'll be pretty happy. They stack? Okay, that is pretty tasty. Alright. Boys. Dudes and dudettes, it has been a pleasure. We'll be continuing this campaign on. Tomorrow, or maybe some point soon. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for all the love, the support, the likes, the follows. You guys are amazing. I am going to go find you a new home for today. And I appreciate everyone hanging out. I'm going to go to bed, as it's 11 PM almost, and I have got to do work early in the morning, which is a big doo-doo. But hey, it is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate all the love on the streams as always, guys. You guys are amazing. Let me go find somebody for you guys to say hello to. Smudge is around. Smudge is a nice guy. Right. Come back again soon. Yeah, I'll be back. Thank you again for being here. Much love to you, buddy. I'll be back streaming again, most likely Wednesday, I would say. Wednesday should be another stream day. Right, does anybody that I know stream at the moment? On the YouTubes. Smudge should be streaming. He is. Good. He's streaming on YouTube as well. I should be able to send you guys to him on YouTube as well. For the double whammy. Ask Smudge Punch to let you to redirect them. Okay. I can't do that. I can send you guys on that one. Going to stream early access. Whenever I get early access, I will 100% stream it. But yeah, guys, much love to you guys as always. Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys are amazing. Felix, Heliophage, take care of yourself, boys. Keep being amazing. Keep being awesome. Never forget that you're incredible. We'll be back most likely Wednesday for another stream. Goodbye for now. Thank you very much for hanging out, and I appreciate all the love, as always. You guys are incredible. You guys are breathtaking. Have a fantastic rest of your week as well, boys. All right? Goodbye. Appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out on the YouTube, guys. Much love to you all. Appreciate you all hanging out, being here. You guys are amazing. Have a good one. Bye-bye for now.